Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to probably my favorite thing I've played on stream in a long, long time. Give me just a moment to go live in Discord. Just in case anybody with the commentator tag cares to join. Boom. And yes, welcome back to No Straight Roads, or NSR, the phenomenal, I guess pseudo-independent... Hey, Seth, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Pseudo-independent, action rhythm game out of Malaysia that has presented a world, characters, friggin' soundtrack, and, a narrative that I absolutely adore. We had made our way through roughly half of the NSR rankings as of last night's stream coming to a close, and tonight we are set to go up against 1010, the literally mass-produced drone boy band. Along with their producer, I think his name is Flying J or Neon J or something like that, a former military officer who commissioned them and apparently creates them all in this giant flying factory. I'm really looking forward to seeing how their fight's going to go. I did notice, alright, Seth, no problem. No problem. By the way, they look like Teletubbies. Yeah, they do, with the ornaments on their heads or the stylized hair. I love their design, though. I assume we're going to fight their producer as well. Let me see if I can't find his name. Neon J. There we go. Neon J. I presume we're going to fight Neon J as the actual boss here, because on the cover art, there is another figure, like, standing as a silhouette, overlooking them. A flying factory that manufactures boy band members. That's great, but we've got a few things to do first. Starting with holding another interview with Pirate Radio to gain some more fans.
Bam! Get ready to jam here at Zam FM, Vinyl City. With us are some special guests who are no strangers to Zam FM. It's a pleasure of mine to welcome Bunk Bed Junction.
Hello.
The pattern on his pants looks like the kind of bright, kind of pastel decals you would see used on or as like the underside art for
we'll be taking
skateboard.
calls from your fans and have you answer some of their questions. Are you ready?
Wow, interesting.
Of course we are. We're taking fan questions. Let's do it.
And we have our first caller. Hello there.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh my, I'm really talking to Mayday and Zook.
Not the kind of radio
Indeed.
program I hosted, but I
And
love
you
seeing the
are?
radio get a bit more coverage here.
I forgot how... I'm Jenny. I was wondering, is there like a leader for Bunkbed Junction? Who runs the band? Well, we don't really...
In a way, I'd say it's May, in a sense that she does most of the running, and I do the running after her.
Even if there are conflicting differences between your music styles and beliefs, or is there none of that?
I'd say I'm more of a by-the-book kind of guy, while May's great at rocking to things by her own intuition and experience. But that doesn't really put a damper on what we want to do as a band.
Especially since most of what they want to do as a
Music
band
shouldn't
apparently
be bound
involves
to any
assaulting
rules.
other artists.
Although, I am still pissed that Zook is using NSR drumsticks.
They're good, okay?
Even
Hey,
so,
MC, welcome
they're from
back.
The very tyrannical company we're trying to take
We're probably
down.
going to try replaying
Listen,
one of the earlier
you want
stages
me
to
to
gain
perform
more
my
fans
best,
so I can
then
reach the
I
next
need to use
level
the
of
best
upgrades,
tools,
but then
okay?
we're going to go
And it
after
just so
1010
happens that
and DK
NSR makes
West
the best
again.
sticks. End of story.
I don't know for certain, but I would love it if we have another, like,
Very
non-conventional...
stand when it comes to
Hold
brand
on.
loyalties, Mayday. So inspiring.
There we go.
I
let's
don't
be
like
supportive
it,
of Zook.
But if Zook works best with NSR drumsticks, then let him have his dopey sticks. I still think that it goes against our very agenda, but it's a small matter for now.
I hope that we get
Glad
another
you can see it that
rhythm
way, man. I was
game-esque
afraid that was my
stage
drumsticks at some
or
point.
rap battle against DK,
Now there's an
but then
idea.
have an actual, more
Hey.
traditional battle against
Okay,
him
I
just
guess
before
we'll
taking
leave
on
you to it
Tatiana
there. That's all
at the
time we have
skyscraper.
today, folks.
I'm also quite interested to see what Eve's district is going to look like.
Bye, Mayday and Zook. It was nice talking to you too.
Thank you, Jenny.
The pleasure's ours.
Thanks for your time, Mayday and Zook. Hoping to have you two here again soon.
Of course, DJ Midlife Crisis, thank you. Oh wait, we did crest 10k, so maybe now we can... Oh, we got a ton of fans. Maybe now we can access the next level or tier of upgrades? Let's have a look-see. Yes! Okay, perfect. So Mayday gets additional finishers, ammo, lots of ammo-related stuff. Anything for the band collectively, though. Level 2 transformables unlocked. Hell yeah, let's go for it. This is the upgrade we want. And even though we don't have much, are there any that we can't afford? No, they start getting expensive for everyone now. So we may need to start grinding if we want to max out the skill trees. And honestly, why wouldn't we? Oh, let's feed the crocodile rocker. We better get something for feeding it X amount of times. Alright then, I think we're ready to meet with our new friend here and go take on 1010. Leave the sewer? Yes, definitely. These sewers are pretty jumping. I would assume, since it's called Metro Center or something like that, the boy band are based out of, like, the downtown district. Like your fairly standard corporate hub. Even though I know most of the fighting is going to be done in the air, because Neon J apparently manufactures them in a flying, like an orbital factory. Your next destination will be 1010's Baraka Mansion. As always, head to the Festival Bridge to gain access to your new district. And I believe they said we're going to, like, commandeer or raid their flying limousine. Which sounds like a set piece I can't wait to get my eyes on. But now that we can activate level 2 transformables, there's a couple more gates we can open. In all of the districts.
You're there! Ooh, feel that?
Let's see what they got for us. A collectible? Lost Awards. A special award for activism. Papaya Peras Masakmera. Okay, so just some lore, I suppose. That's alright by me. I do know there are special collectibles in each of the districts we can pick up in order to gain more backstory into the artists. Whoa, is DK's back? Is this totally optional, or... I mean, I'm totally okay with having another round against the Malaysian Shadow Rapper right now. The visuals for his fight were just so incredible. This is one of those rare games I've played where every boss seems to be slightly better than the last.
Adik Zuk, mana kau gila? Baru nangis dalam toilet ke? Macam dulu kat college, tak lagi perempuan nampak kan?
West, look, we must stop this. There are bigger things we need to deal with here.
Like what? Nak ngorak perempuan lain? Nadia dan Mayday tak cukup ke? Ish. Zook, so nakal.
Damn, sudah! I'm here trying to be civil about this, and your mouth just keeps spewing all kinds of garbage.
Zook, chill.
No, May, this guy needs to know that it's not
I assume
my
these
fault
are optional
he
battles we
became
can take
a
on to gain
freaking
even more
loser.
fans.
Marah betul lah budak ni. Macam ni lah. Apa kata kau ambil marah kau tu dan hadap aku di Ewa Rat Battle.
Stop it! You're not gonna pull that
Welcome,
stunt on
Bunny.
me
Glad
again.
to see
I'll
you.
go first.
Ah, damn it!
We're up against DK West again, and I assume this is going to be much harder.
Even when you messed me up in college, it never killed me, gave me knowledge. I stood strong and grew larger. My vocabulary, it was extraordinary. My roots were so deep from the underground.
Oh, jeez.
I was centered on ground zero. No cash, no money all around me. Though it ruled the world all around me. I grew big, I grew strong. My rap game was so
Oh,
on.
God.
From the seed grew an empire.
I knew
My
these
words
were gonna
lit
get tough
fire
really
through the
quickly.
city. I made sure everyone knew who DK West was.
It's also very slow this time. It's got the same refrain as the last one.
Hey DK, my brother, I meant no disorder. We got bigger issues to deal than past life ordeals. And it's
God.
the evil empire. We gotta bring them down, kill them with fire, seal them with music, put our differences
Oh,
aside.
Christ.
And bring our powers
Having to maneuver both hands
together
at once is actually
for
very,
a
very tricky.
ride.
Oh, we've got health pickups, though. That's handy.
For a ride.
I assume since the verses are a bit longer this time, there won't be quite so many of them. This song isn't quite as catchy as the first, but it's still very nice.
Easy for you to say, Zoo. You made me want to look, forget all our past, but it has not passed yet. In college, you wanted to be president, rule all the residents, but your heart was never noble. You just did it to get back at me. It stemmed from your jealousy, your never-ending rivalry. Well, I'm a
Again, some pretty deep stories about family present in this game.
My words laced with symmetry, my rhythms pure artistry. What you got
He also
besides
seems to have become a much better rapper
nothing
since
treat
last
me
time.
like.
I don't know if we could do this, but we're doing alright so far.
Oh, West, you only know anger and violence. Remember when those NSR fans burned down your car? You dissed them and hissed them till they missed their own sanity and acted out with profanity to light up your car and see it burn.
Oh,
'Cause
God.
You let the desire of
Oh, this is so tricky.
towards yourself.
Got this?
My rivalry with NSR was the tipping point. I left Vinyl City. No one had to force me. I gave Tatiana the horn of mending. For if she ever wanted to reconcile, she could blow the horn and I would accept her apology. No worries, no problem, and that ain't an analogy.
Okay, so our rhyme scheme is just falling to pieces. That's alright, I suppose. Please just let there be one more verse. This is really tight, actually. Alright.
The solution to everything is just run, run, run. You ran away from NSR. You ran away from Vinyl City. You ran away from college. You ran away from me. When I was more popular than you, you couldn't stand it through and through.
I honestly find it hard to imagine how this guy was ever a loser when he has these incredible supernatural powers. Oh god, it's still not done.
Stop blaming me all the time. If you weren't so jealous, we wouldn't be so messed up. It's your fault our relationship was ruined. Zook's fault. Take responsibility.
One
for
more,
your
please, God. Just
irresponsibility.
let me get Zook through this. The difficulty here is that his attacks don't really seem to be strongly correlated to the beat. It just follows a Guitar Hero style, like, fret progression.
I tried my best to keep in touch with you, but you never reply. Radio silence, 0 decibels. So when you say it's my fault, what the heck? I'm pissed for your blame. I ain't taking the blame for
Oh,
your
God, what
thing.
the-
In fact, forget this. Forget you. You're no brother of mine. I disown you.
Oh shit! Zook died. God damn it. Let's try again. Let's try again. Oh, sorry about that. This is gonna be hard, honestly. Having to maneuver them both simultaneously is very, very tricky. Oh man, and we're gonna have to do this 2 more times.
Woohoo! I did Zook.
MC says neat minigame. Yeah,
Even
it's
when you
very
messed me up in
difficult, but it
college,
is pretty
Never
good.
killed me, gave me knowledge. I stood strong and grew larger. My vocabulary, it was extraordinary. My roots were so deep from the underground. I was centered on ground zero. No cash, no money all around me. Though it ruled the world all around me, I grew big, I grew strong. My rap game was so on. From the sea grew an empire. My
There
words
we go.
spit fire through the city. I made sure everyone knew who DK
There we go.
West
Okay.
was.
Okay.
Ewa!
I actually love the stylized depictions of Zook and Mayday that we control during these actual
Hey,
combat
DK, my
phases.
brother, I meant no disorder. We got bigger issues to deal than past life ordeals. NSR, the evil empire, we gotta bring them down. Kill them with fire, seal them with music, put our differences aside, and bring our powers together for a ride.
Oh god, this is so
For
hard.
a ride.
Okay.
For a ride.
I do hope we get a legitimate fight at some point, but these are pretty good. And an opportunity to get really significant numbers of fans pretty easily. I want to say we get like a full disbursement of 2K fans just for defeating him.
In college, you wanted to be president, rule all the residents, but your heart was never noble. You just did it to get back at me. It stemmed from your jealousy, your never-ending rivalry. Well, I'ma bring my cavalry, my rhymes loaded with poetry, my words laced with symmetry, my rhythms pure artistry. What you got?
Oh god,
besides-
this is so hard.
Oh, yeah. Nothing tree. Ewa.
There we go.
Oh, West, you only know anger and violence. Remember when those NSR fans burned down your car? You dissed them and hissed them till they missed their own sanity and acted out with profanity to light
Oh,
up your car
fuck.
and see it burn. Cause you let their desire of hate.
This is so hard. I'm not even gonna lie. The first one was actually very easy, but this is insane. I think a lot of the difficulty for me comes from the fact that a lot of these motions have nothing to do with the beat at all.
Rivalry with NSR was the tipping point. I left Vinyl City. No one had to force me. I gave Tatiana the horn of mending, for if she ever wanted to reconcile, she could blow the horn, and I would accept her apology. No worries, no problem.
MC says, I agree, it's like he's trying to push you away and you desperately want to reach him. His demon's blocking you. Yes, or it reflects the fact that his whole character seems to be based around vanity and envy, and he quite literally doesn't want to share the stage with anyone.
Your solution to everything is just run. You ran away from NSR. You ran away from Vinyl City. You ran away from college. You ran away from me. When I was more popular than you, you couldn't stand it through and through.
I actually am interested in, like, looking a bit more in depth at, like, real Malaysian hip-hop to see if this is the kind of aesthetic they go for. I would imagine it is.
If you weren't so jealous, we wouldn't be so messed up. It's your fault our relationship was ruined. Zook's fault. Take responsibility for your
Oh
irresponsibility.
god, I've got to make it through one more verse of this, at least. I love the design of his familiar. Very striking, and unlike anything else in the game.
But you never reply. Radio silence, 0 decibels. So when you say it's my fault, the heck, I'm pissed for your blame. I ain't taking the blame for your own thing. In fact, forget this, forget you. You're no brother of mine. I disown you. We ain't related. You're no brother. You're no brother. You ain't no brother of mine.
Please tell me that's it. Oh god. Just 2 more. Or 3 more. Yep, he's done. We survived just barely, but we got him. I do like that we always make contact with the familiar on the downbeat.
Zook. I'm no brother, huh? Ya. Kan? Aku beda dulu. Balik quit. West out!
Yeah, that's right. You better leave.
Gee, Zook,
What?
you're no brother? Oh, can you get any more emo than that?
Hey, look, I tried to be nice, okay? I've looked up to him all my life, and for no reason, he treats me like garbage. Who do you think has been trying to reach out to him all year? All year long. And now he just pops up from God knows where, and he still has the gall to say that all this is my fault? Ah!
Uh-huh. You keep this up, and it'll definitely be your fault, Zook.
Ewa!
Okay, and we get JoJo'd into the next chapter, 1 or 2 down the line. Oh god, yeah. I did very poorly at this. Yep, that's what I imagined, because it's based entirely on damage. Damn it all. Well, we still got half of the fans we could have received. That's fine. It's something. Oh, and we actually got a new ultimate from DK West. I assume he's how we get all of our ultimates in the game, then. So this game's going to require a whole lot of Brady grinding to get good ranks off screen, but it is a lot of fun. I'm just garbage at his stages. And I dread to think what the last one's going to be like. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be an out-and-out fight. So, it's time for us to grab an upgrade really quickly. Or an upgrade or two. Let's grab one for Zook, actually. And head out to take on the boy band. I'm really interested to see what their music's like. If it's going to be like, hey Val, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. I wonder if this is going to be like, 90s Max Martin, like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC style American pop, or like K-pop. Very, very interested to see the direction they take. Hey! Did you catch any of the first stream, Val?
No.
Okay, well, you just missed me getting humiliated by one of the Malaysian hip-hop stages, which are kind of rhythm game adjacent, but this game is a synthesis of an action brawler and a rhythm game. And we're dismantling this corrupt record label, one artist and one genre at a time.
So it's a little bit like what I was just playing. I may or may not be
What is that?
Beat Saber.
Oh, alright. It's a great game. Hey, MC says, what's up, Val? You rock. These are our next opponents, 10-10. And based off of the music I can hear coming from the marquee, yep, they're going to be an NSYNC style boy band. And I kind of like that style of music, so I'm excited for this next stage. But first we have to progress through stages, or areas, themed after those individuals we already brought down. Like DJ Subatomic Supernova, the future funk house DJ who served as the game's tutorial fight. It's a great name, isn't it? MC says Val's coming in a bit low, can we adjust the audio? You bet.
Chip, you betcha.
There we go. Man, what a fall from grace Butch Hartman has had, huh? Yeah, little buffs we can equip if we're so compelled. I'm not. Not right now, anyway. Now, apparently there were goodies, like extra trinkets we could find somewhere around these little zones based around the bosses. I can't see any of the DJs yet.
DJ Khaled!
Oh god, if he were in this game, I would ask for a refund immediately.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Hundo percent. Sweet, we just updated our cassette tape.
That is the second audio log for this boss. To unlock the third and final one, we have to fight him on a harder difficulty. 3 guesses as to what genre this district represents, and the first 2 don't count.
Waltz.
Believe it or not, that's actually the next one. Yeah, no, this is the J-pop area, and I love it, and I absolutely adore its boss, who is a virtual idol. So you don't fight her. You don't fight her as much as you work during this massive, like, 15-minute fight to disconnect all of her performers, all of her creators from their wireless networks. Got her second log, that's good. Now on to the classical district.
Super.
Oh god, Inu's district. Her boss battle theme was probably my favorite in the game thus far. Masterfully done, fellas. And welcome to Natura District, the lungs of Vinyl City. No, Natura, I think they say. Yeah, now this place is more to my liking. Say what you want about NSR, but having more greenery is never a bad thing. Once you're done admiring the nature, head to the edge of the district to get to 1010's, I think, Bachelor Mansion. Sorry, what was that about?
Who's the hipster guy?
He is an old school, like, rock/indie music fan, because of course, who acts as our mission control. I think he's voiced by Paul Lighting. I could be wrong, though. And you know, Paul Lighting is never a bad thing to have in your game. Also, in related news, I finally remembered his name. I just called him Colonel all night last night.
I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dumb and thick.
Is that an actual, like, meme?
Yeah, the voice actor for Snake, I can't for the life of me remember.
Robin Atkin Downs, or?
Probably? I'm terrible with...
Cam Clark.
But he, in just this random YouTube video that, of course, gained a metric shit ton of popularity, he put out a video just reading some random YouTube comment where a fan had asked him, hey, can you say, Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick. And
He actually did it?
And I'm gonna go ahead and link that video into the Discord.
Alright. I'm going to have to check that out later. Oh god, what is this? Oh, why is there a My Little Pony in sneakers in this game? Hello?
Help.
Unicorn? How adorable!
It's a furry.
Hello there.
Yeah, it does look like a suit, doesn't it?
Isn't
Yeah, it's got
just
pockets.
Precious.
Thanks, I got
A unicorn? But they don't exist.
Let's see.
They do
Probably going
now.
memes just for,
Almost certainly.
just tripping. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick. Clap on my hands,
That's a particular brand of thickness right there.
Yeah. Extra thick. Wait. That's with the keyboard, but isn't your character using a guitar?
No, this is a memorial to another musician.
Oh. Okay.
So the game was extensively influenced by like the stylings of Psychonauts, and I can definitely see that, can't you?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
So there's two more like principal stages to fight through. There's the backstreet bots there, then the top billing artist at the foot of that skyscraper, and the label owner at the top, I believe. But we're also going to have to square off with the Malaysian shadow rapper once more, and I don't have the greatest confidence in myself for that.
This kind of reminds me of the Canadian webcomic turned video game turned movie. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, just a small kind of indie band fighting their way to the top, as well as battling evil exes. I don't know if there's any sort of relationship drama going on in this game, but still.
Relationship drama, not so far. Plenty of family drama, though.
Oh, okay.
No, like
Drama.
the boss of this district was a 9-year-old piano prodigy who was more or less being forced to perform for commercial purposes by her extremely irate mother, who served as the actual boss.
Now that's what I want to do when I grow up. When I grow up, I want to be a child prodigy.
Oh man, dig it! We're heading to the Purple District. That's always a good sign.
Heyo!
Alright, Backstreet Boss time. Backstreet Bots, rather. We apparently are going to have to hijack their flying limo and take it to the giant orbital factory where they're produced by a former military veteran turned music producer.
Let's hope it doesn't start raining in the Purple District. You know what that means.
Yeah, it means we are going to receive a copyright strike on this stream.
Yeah!
Oh, shoot! Look at this!
Neon trees, huh? I never thought I'd utter those words in anything other than reference to a band.
Dude, I would live in any of these districts. They're all so gorgeous. Again, like, I get it.
Yeah.
They're oligarchic and a little corrupt, but like, we have to be the bad guys here, right?
It's nightclub to death.
Yes.
You are literally fighting to monopolize your music.
Yeah, but see, like, when they do a monopoly, it's bad. When we do a monopoly, it's for the people.
Yeah. Somehow suddenly the hero because it's for the people.
Because my music sounds worse, therefore we're the underdogs.
Wow.
Oi, this area's off limits.
He's kind of daft.
Whoa, take it easy there, kiddo.
Oh
What's
man,
with the
he's
hate?
got terrible voice
It's a
acting.
parachute lah, Missy. One day, I'll join the Air Force and become a man of the sky.
Air Force?
Okay.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but Vinyl City only has a navy.
What a joke. There's a flying airship that goes around the city.
If you look closely, it's actually a battleship.
No way.
So many of the little civilian interactions in this game are so strange. Not really purposeful, but a lot of fun, all the same.
When NSR brought EDM into the scene,
I'm
we
reminded of
created a landscape where everyone loved our music. And not based on some forgettable trend, but of actual interest. I'm ashamed to say that these people who voted for Bunkbed Junction remind
Jet Set
me
Radio
of
was a
the
major
early
inspiration
voting
to this
alternative,
game.
Because it feels fashionable to go against
We have
the norm.
that and Psycho.
Do not be influenced
Yes,
by
yes.
these troublemakers.
But yeah, I'm inclined to believe
Ingenious.
that
It's
you are
a
the villain.
different take from home.
If only because all of our bosses, or all of the bosses, have much better taste in music than the lead characters do.
No, not even that. Look on the mini-maps. The player character cursor is red.
Oh
That
yeah.
means you're an enemy.
Have a pleasant evening.
Excuse me, have you heard of 1010? Please check them out.
Today, we woke up to more upsetting news. News of Bumpit Junction claiming yet another district. I feel that it is my
Oh yeah, no, 1010, they're great. Have we heard of them? I don't know.
Back then,
Gosh,
we found that rock
so-
only attracted a niche
Such an
selection of
unknown band.
musicians. People voted
See,
for
I
rock
thought,
because they liked
like, just based off of their design and the way they're kind of presented, until I heard them on the marquee and saw that, oh, I think they're doing like a Backstreet Boys kind of thing. I thought they would be like a K-pop group, right? Like BTS or something.
unforgettable trend.
But there was a J-pop singer as an earlier boss, so I kind of understand why they'd want to diversify.
Reminds me of the
Oh, let's talk to the elderly posh rapper, one of my
Back
favorite
in my
NPCs.
days, we'd go all out for music. It's not a performance if it isn't the best performance. No errors and no regrets.
The UI is also just generally reminding me of, like, particularly stylish RPGs like Persona. Like, dude, do we really want to bring this to an end? Look at this!
This is so rad.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to ambush their flying limo, which is just the coolest thing! Ah!
It's funny that you bring up BTS, because I was just playing, they had a soundtrack that was released on Beat Saber, and I've kind of been working my way through that.
You like it?
Their music's alright, not gonna lie. And the all of the songs are well chosen.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, so the soundtrack here is very much like that very lightly funk or R&B inspired 90s pop sound. I dig it. And their stage just looks, oh god, straight up like Tron.
I'm not gonna lie, it actually sounds a lot like a nightclub, or something that you would find at a nightclub.
Yeah. And there's considerable overlap between the two sounds.
I do like how the music is kind of coming in louder and with more instruments and all that kind of stuff as you progress.
Yes.
Just kind of a little bit.
Oh god. I will get the timing of that down one of these days.
Maybe eventually.
Gotta make sure we collect all of the quasa. The little energy canisters, they're called mini quasa. In this world, people have found a way to, like, convert sound into, like, a renewable energy source. Yes, more or less. Except one that, this record label has a near monopoly on. Yes. Yes, we are, and I've never been happier in my life. So, I've not been doing fantastically over the last couple stages because this game is pretty unique in its mechanics. It takes a little while to learn.
Just looking at the sides of the superhighway, and they are like sound levels.
Oh, wow, they are. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a new model. There we go.
Almost like
Yikes. Oh, just their coverage is really good, this new model. I've not fought those before. We've seen models that have like 2 sequential attacks, but never 3. Yes, absolutely. It's the kind of thing that's loads of fun to stream, but that streaming invariably makes you much worse at. Yeah, especially one based around, like, music and rhythm. You really need an attentive ear. Whoa! There we go.
Judging the visual, fairly easy.
Yes, absolutely. One of the issues is a lot of enemies in this game have next to no telegraphing because they attack to the beat. And I'm sucking there just because I can't even friggin' see what's going on.
Yeah, the camera's a little bit sketch. Especially when you
Because the game is largely designed around its boss fights, it's not really made to emphasize any of this.
This is just set up.
Yes. Come on. There we go. I mean, even these, like, little gauntlets are just feasts for the eyes, though. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, let's have legs and hands because robots get tired.
Well, obviously.
Pew, pew, pew!
Oh yeah, we should get a top up before the boss, however.
Leave this to me.
Oh, I can't wait to see what the last two stages gauntlets are like.
You know, it almost reminds me a little bit of
Yeah, this stage does in particular. Good eye. Yeah, this is like a synchronized traffic jam, and I kind of love it. Oh, that'd be amazing. Yes, it would. Well, you would probably get used to it eventually. No. Shit. Okay, it keeps bringing me back to the base of the platform. That was on me. This might be it. I don't know. Which is part of any commute in this world, I can imagine.
Yeah, of course. I don't always get mad when I have to work, but when I do, I do my life. Practically don't have to.
Oh, I never do.
Leave this to me.
Lower end of the IQ spectrum.
Yeah, just once in a while you'll get people who have no idea what they're doing. A lot of them, though, considering the way Nashville is, like, designed and how it's grown, it's because it's a really dense city. A lot of people probably also don't know exactly where they're going, or how to get to where they're going.
Especially since it's a
Yes, sir.
visual driven.
Yes. Alright, is that it? Yes, it is. Oh, thank you, God.
Break the firewall.
I'm really excited to hear their actual boss theme. Whew, Lord. Cruising toward that C rank.
Cruising for a bruising.
Okay, so there's not much of a run-up to them. As he says, see, I love the dance moves already.
It just reminds me of that episode of Gravity
Your
Falls.
flying circus ends now, 1010.
In case nobody's seen Gravity Falls or nobody knows what I'm talking
Oi! We're
Make a
crashing your
reference
party.
to Gravity Falls.
Hello? 1010.
There is an episode where they
Look,
heavily
boys,
reference
our one true love is finally here. Let's be the
NSYNC
ideal boyfriend
and all the other boy
give her
bands
our
about how they're just
utmost
kind of
attention.
cloned and grown from birth.
Wait,
Right.
why are we saluting again?
We salute you for gracing us with your exotic beauty, your lustrous hair, your beautiful gaze,
I love
even
these
your
guys.
lips, which form that radiant smile. Our breaths are stifled. Stifled, 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 stifled.
You think you can sway her heart that easily? She's not going to fall for those cheap compliments. You tell her, May. May?
Wow. You're just jelly that all these pretty boys are fawning over me.
May.
Did you hear what they said about my lips, though?
What have you
Interested
done
to see
for
how
her,
this
1010?
goes, because they're not the actual boss.
Show up, we get
I would
the
imagine.
sexy mission done. You better put on your tactical thermal goggles because we're gonna bring the heat.
Okay, they're amazing. I love them.
So hot, so handsome.
May.
Whoa! Whoa! What the hell? Okay. Yes, but we can also parry the beam. Okay. So they do announce all their attacks. That's the... Damn it. But I always keep getting hit by one of the regulars.
And of course it goes with the beat.
Yes. And the actual backbeat of this song is very fast.
Yeah. But that's because there's multiple of them.
Yes. I want to try to parry their stuff.
Let's focus on just one of them.
There we go. Oh, there's one of them down.
Whoa, what was that?
I'm guessing that's their boss. Or their creator. Yep. Oh, dude, look at him.
My troops, you mess with me. 1010 never surrenders. Deploy.
It's like a futuristic version of Batman's Clock King. This is not what I was expecting from, like, the seasoned combat veteran.
Baby, I'm electrifying. Electrifying.
So we're gonna have to damage them, yeah, to bring him into the battle.
We're better off chilling with these handsome robots and taking out their crib, and after that we can have a jacuzzi party with them and...
Okay, that flying factory has got to go.
Okay, so how do we do this?
Hot and ready.
Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, and jam. Mark target. Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Look, what the hell? Yeah, we're gonna have to parry them. Oh god, I'm terrible at parrying in this game.
Fire. 1, 2, 3, and jam. Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, and jam.
Okay. I love the visuals, as always. What? What the hell? I can still hit them.
Posing on your screen.
The fans' cheers power up their shields. That's interesting. Oh god. We'll get him. Hold on. It's that a lot of them now will follow up a regular shot with the beam, and I have no idea how to dodge the former. There's a way to do this. I know it just requires practice.
seems to be that you can kind of judge which one is going to shoot.
Yeah, no, they spin around first. But the ones who fire the beam now immediately... Go ahead.
So there is a specific sequence. It looks like it goes far left, far right, mid left, mid right, center.
What?
Or something like that.
Yeah. We brought down their leader now, so it looks like we can finish them off.
Good.
There we go. So if we're off center, we'll be able to connect with them. Okay, well, this is much easier than I was making it out to be. Brady overcomplicates things? No.
Brady overcomplicates.
Indeed. Yeah, no, they're calling all of their attacks. Oh, this is new. No, it's not. Excuse me, camera? What? Camera? Oh.
Or they just self-destruct. Okay.
Alright, good work. I think we're done here.
That's not it. We've not gotten to perform a finisher.
As long as the flag of freedom stands, I will keep on
I love this guy. He has my favorite design in the game so far. It's hard to believe that this is the auto-tune based boss, but... Oh, this is amazing. So I'm sure he's gonna have special attacks correlating to each member.
More than like one, yeah.
Okay, so those are bombs. He doesn't have a ton of health, though. Yeah, yellow is... Oh, something we have to jump. Yes, of course. Blue is a different rush, like sweeping across horizontally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Robot's got moves. Yeah, that's a homing bomb. Yeah, for a late game boss, I could be doing so much worse at this.
To be fair, you say that, but
It's mainly because she's intended to be a heavy hitter and relatively cumbersome, and this guy's like the agile combo and evasion artist, and I just don't use him. Oh god, but this thing deals a lot of damage. That's the problem. Okay, so they fall in two patterns. And it looks like the red attack has terrible tracking. No problem. Alright guys, let's send them to hell.
I don't know if I can do this, but okay! Red light!
Green light!
Oddly enough, I don't know about you, chat, but that feels like the simplest boss in the game so far, the simplest, like, stage boss. I really like the design, but it does feel like a step down from the last couple. Alright, so now, it's just down to Tatiana, Eve, and DK West, who isn't even an NSR artist at this point, I don't believe.
You got me, soldier.
NC says it feels like they wanted something light after the last one, or they just didn't want to put like the two techno-pop artists back to back.
We're not here to finish you.
I know you broke Inu's piano. You're here for my factory, aren't you? Just do it then. Do it!
What are you talking about? We just want to...
Fine! Go ahead and break my troops. But know that you'll never break my spirit!
Do robots get injured? How is he even coughing?
I'm a cyborg! And the coughs? The blood that I spilled through my mouth?
Mouth?
I do it for NSR!
Okay, we're just gonna head home now.
Home? I remember what home was like. I dream of a day where the children can run innocently on the streets again, their eyes glittering with jubilation. So I made a promise to myself, a promise to bring peace back to my people. And until that day comes, I vow to serve this city with my utmost dedication.
He reminds me a lot of a boss from Little King's Story. In aesthetics, not in...
I am a soldier!
Not in mechanics. Specifically King TV Dinah of the Primetime Kingdom.
Changed so much! The things that I've done in the
MC
name
says it
of
feels like they wanted
NSR.
something light after the last one, and I wished for
wouldn't
more.
wish it to
Yeah,
my
it
worst
feels like
enemy.
if you just
When I-
toned the damage down a little bit,
I'm talking to you two!
he would have made a
Where are you
perfectly
going?
solid third boss.
Do you think what you're doing is right? What is it that you guys fight for? What is it that you guys want?
Well, I don't mind a sign poster of 1010.
May.
Okay.
Hold on! I have not reached the part about my deployment to the Ascot faction in 68! It was an unforgiving journey through the ridges of Kawan. The chill was enough to brittle the spirit of any battle-hardened warrior. As I trudged through the mountains with only
I think
my
part of it is,
compass
aside
and
from
the
like their
parachute on my
PR,
back.
compared to the other bosses we fought together, these guys had next to no real characterization in the stage, and all of our other bosses so far have to a greater or lesser extent. That was a B, really. Okay, I'm not gonna be super upset then. Yeah, alright. Good stuff. We get their platinum disc, which will take us to Eve's district, and we get missiles and a shield, right on. A military glow stick, and collectible figurines, which I guess are going to be their unique items. I think it's very telling, though, that, let's be fair with ourselves, if that fight were in any other game, it would probably be one of its best, if not its best. This game just has phenomenal fights across the board. So now we're up against, I guess, like the Lady Gaga / Madonna XB, Eve. And then I suppose Tatiana's gonna fight us herself, and I'm really interested to see what styles of music these two represent. Eve is probably gonna be some kind of high-end art pop, I would imagine. Like something loud and elegant and kind of flashy. And Tatiana might be like classic 80s new wave or something like that. She seems to be the oldest far and away.
Bring that to a boil and add your aromatics, which consists of 2 cloves of garlic and 2 shallots peeled.
These little 2D animations we've seen throughout the game are really cute as well.
Very essential, by the way. And 6...
Can you please stop punching my TV? Why did you even punch it this time?
Hey, look. I've already scrolled through all the channels and I couldn't find a single news about NSR. That chef had it coming.
Is that really the excuse you're going with?
Yeah, I mean, what's up with her hair, man? Ugh. And she kind of looks like Tatiana's sister.
Ugh, forget it.
Interested to see how these two characters develop. It seems like Zook's character development is being done almost entirely through his brother's stages, which makes sense. And Mayday's the character that's being, if not exactly developed, being slowly presented to the player throughout the course of the main campaign. Okay. Do we need to top off our stickers? No, we don't. Oh, we need to top off Zooks. We'll take some melee damage. And, movement speed, let's make him a little faster. And now as far as the mods, do we want either of these? Well, I think it's mandatory now that both of our pro tags have a healing ability equipped. But missile launch, the power of a warship, and rides a guided missile into out-of-reach enemies. That sounds extremely useful in, as we see here, gaining faster times in certain stages. More than one guitar still sounds fine, though. And for Zook, he gets a shield at the cost of ammo. Yeah, we don't want that. One with the universe will probably do. And our new ultimate duet is a heal, right? Healing them both to full health, yeah, alright. Oh, and they all use DK's, shadow manifestations. Oh, level 4 only unlocks at 25k fans, yikes. Okay, what do we want? For Mayday... Successful transformations grant energy, Max ammo. Melee hits and kills award 2 extra ammo. That sounds good to me. And now for Zook. Or no, now the band. What should we do for him? Melee hits restore his health slightly. That sounds pretty good to me. Parry restores more of his health. Yeah, so his thing's all about longevity. We'll go for hits slightly restoring health. That sounds useful, given the fact that I'm kind of trash at this game. Anything else we can afford? No, not yet. Could always do another interview over on Pirate Radio. Or no, we can't. Oh wait, there we go.
Welcome back to another special segment here on Sam FM. Get ready to jam because we have the increasingly raved after indie band Bong Bad Junction. And here's our caller today. Hello there. Do introduce yourself.
Hi Sam. Thanks for the chance to speak to Bang Bed Junction. Hello Mayday and Zook. I'm Arnold.
I'm really looking forward to these last three.
Arnold.
So glad to be able to talk to you too. I remember tuning in some time back, and you were talking about the meaning behind the band's name.
Do you guys think that either or any of the remaining fights are going to be able to top E-News? That was... I was not expecting anything about that fight, but I think it's going to be a pretty hard act to follow.
Told you someone would, Zook.
If they're going for like a really ostentatious Gaga-esque art pop thing with the next boss, though, I think it's possible to top it.
The two of us, always together and one. Like our bunk bed, we also share our outfits.
Not in the way that you might think.
We bought this suit a long time ago and split it. Zook took the top and I took the bottom. We then did the same thing with a pair of gloves. I had to cut the fingertips though, cause they were messing with my front hand.
You two really are close, huh?
Do you two ever fight then? Or have you always been fine with Mayday's decisions, Zook?
I do try to avoid arguing, but sometimes we still disagree. And then agree to disagree.
Overall, I have to say as well, like I've not remarked on it thus far, but the voice acting cast is pretty solid all around.
I don't know if it's a compromise, but...
I appreciate that they're working with a lot of local talent too. I really like to see that.
You really broke his drumsticks?
Yeah, but I guess I went a little too far. It was a waste of drumsticks.
A good pair of drumsticks.
I'm sorry. I was really frustrated then, and I'm sorry for snapping at you and snapping the sticks.
It's okay, they still...
Even the menu theme is great.
I hope you'll never break my drumsticks again, though. NSR or otherwise.
Cross my heart.
Look at you two. I'd love to sit here and listen to you both all day, but you have
I've noticed that every one of
right?
these
That's all for
interviews
today.
gives us
Thank you for calling
cumulatively
in,
more
Arnold.
fans, or larger
Till
disbursements
next
of
time,
fans.
Vinyl City.
So let's see. Yeah, we gained disbursements of 36 that time, which is really adding up. Jesus Christ. And we get a little sticker for our participation, never a bad thing. Okay, let's go ahead and tune into the, well, real quick, let's throw our trophy up on the decorations mantle. So it looks like we've got, I'm guessing one from Eve, one from Tatiana, and then one for, like, completion. Speaking of, let's look at our collectible real quick, and then catch the, vintage collectible figure by J1, manufacturers of 1010. Figures were built upon imported fashion dolls. Okay. Let's do this, sucker.
Hey, Cliff.
Psy-dub.
Those are some intense scribbles.
Body and mind, so she's going to be
A
some kind of
one-of-a-kind musician.
really esoteric psychic. The Dream Fever
I've seen her
District.
videos. She seems very loopy.
That's Eve for you. Known to be the most eccentric artist of NSR. Nobody knows what goes on in her mind. Well, nobody but Zook, I reckon.
Huh?
Oh, he didn't tell you?
Tell me what?
Eve and I, we had some history together.
What?
They used to be in a band.
What?
And if anyone knows her best, it's probably Zook.
So she's gonna be like a
She was
psychedelic
your
art, or psychedelic
ex-bandmate,
pop artist.
Yeah, we...
This is
didn't
gonna
think
get
on
weird.
Terms, though.
Now that rules out the possibility of dropping by as a visitor then. But don't worry, I've got a plan. There's to be an exhibition at her gallery. She'll be there, so head over and...
As a fan of
I'll make
visual
sure the
aesthetics,
security system
I'm
won't
not
be
sure
a
what the sound is gonna be like for this chapter, but I am certain that like the
Eve
visuals
is
are going to be
without a doubt
unbelievable.
The most dangerous artist NSR has to offer. There's a reason why Tatiana keeps her as the CEO's right-hand woman.
Got it.
Also, I'm a huge fan of just
You ready, Zook?
briefs for bosses or villains in games in general.
Zook.
Love this.
Oh, yeah.
Zook's becoming an interestingly deep character. Instrument of choice, body and mind. Eve is the most prestigious artist of NSR. She rules the biggest ring district for her reason. Her level of creativity is leagues beyond the other members. As NSR's first artist, she helped to put the record label on the map, which led to NSR's eventual rule of Vinyl City. However, she can be a little difficult to get along with due to her eccentric personality. Eve's state of mind is exceptionally dangerous. Do not panic if she starts to distort your perception. Remain calm and adapt. Once you figured out her gimmick, then winning is surely a possibility. Alright, let's do this. I am excited. I don't know about you guys. Just go on a quick little rampage through,
No, man, I've been meaning to ask. Who's that?
Him? Geeky, was it? Isn't he your friend?
I thought he was your friend.
This is foreshadowing for something, has to be, right? We've got, to rampage through 1010's district, collecting as much stuff as we can, then head on to Dream Fever, unless DK's back for his final rap battle. Which I'd kind of like to get out of the way now, because I am intimidated as hell by the prospect of having to go up against that a couple more times. I have a feeling Eve will be expecting us, so I'd advise you to not let your guard down. Head to the Festival Bridge to gain access to your new district. Hope you guys are enjoying my miserable attempt at a Paul Eiding impression. Nope. Our guy is not back yet. Piteous. Do we really have to coat the entire city in graffiti as we liberate it, though? Oh yeah, look at this. This is gonna get weird. So check in with the info booth, girl.
Hello?
You! Not one step closer!
What about...
Not even that!
Okay. Oh, we activated this already? Huh. Well, they've got 2 districts left. Let's go take it from them. I can't tell you how much I adore these little advertisements for each artist we see en route to face them. It does wonders to build them up.
Recently, you've gone through a metamorphosis that would define our place in the universe.
I also appreciate that you get to run through every artist's district of the city en route to the next. Kind of reminds you of everything you've done to get that far in the game. And also of how wonderfully varied the environments have been.
Winner of 6 consecutive international finals.
Alright, let's bring them up. There we go, Metro Division. You've done it again, guys, and welcome to Metro Division District, where the nightlife is always bustling. Theme parks, bright lights, and loud music. The rule of order here is to party hard all night long. I would be a willing participant, but, well, those days are long behind me. Besides, Tintin's music is rubbish. Well, we'd best set our sights to Eve now. Head to the edge of the district and to Evenfall Gallery. The Ballistic Club, I'm interested to check that out. These environments are all gorgeous. Not a single complaint from me here, no sir.
It's you two.
I also appreciate that you can see the ads for every artist you've defeated in their district after the fact. The more I explore this particular district, the more I'm getting like retro sci-fi vibes from it. You know, like 50s era sci-fi. We've also got more than enough Quasa, so I don't think we'll have to religiously acquire them later on. I'll take my figurine, no thank you. Unless, no? In the Ballistic Club, perhaps? Oh, these are very narrow passageways for a nightclub. This looks more like an arcade than anything else. This'll be where we find our figurine. Yep. It's a naval model produced by, Neon J, I imagine. And a model of their battleship limo. God, I love this. I would ride around in this, no doubt. Alright, well, there's not a whole lot of preamble to this. It's just time to head on to the gallery. Just get ready for stuff to get real weird, folks. Oh hey, it's the punk again.
Hey, you tough kid. Where's your little cape?
I saw how you guys beat those robots and take down that huge battleship. All with the power of rock.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better. With the power of rock.
After seeing that, I thought I would like to be a rock star like you two. Yeah!
What about the Air Force?
There's no Air Force, mate.
Yeah, so I would like to become a rock star instead. What do you think?
Well, it's no walk in the park despite how glamorous it may seem, but why not? Everyone has a right to pursue their interest in music.
Woohoo! Towards a new dream, boys!
Well, good for him. Let's collect the last little bits of Quasa and power everything here on, of course. There's still outstanding objects? Huh. Still missing? Oh, this, of course. And that gives us the rock variant of 1010's battle theme. Very good. Well, also probably my least favorite of the bunch, but we'll take it. Alright, guys, are we ready for... Oh, geez, look at that. It's a gigantic, like, Art Deco pyramid. This is gonna be fun. Let's do it. Dream Fever District. Here we go. And then it's just Tatiana's corporate plaza. Interested to see what Gigi's role in all this is going to be. Maybe like a semi-final boss or something like that? Don't know. Yep, I can tell from the opening beat this is like a salon pop stage, which I love. I spent a great deal of time in upper-class salons as a kid, and I feel right at home with this kind of music.
I foresee riots erupting throughout the streets. Remember, we have seen this happen before with the Renegade Underground.
Oh god, this place is gorgeous.
A pretty sight. And to Mayday and Duke, if you're listening, know that we will not be defeated by your shenanigans. We are here to run a
This is
city.
a gloriously stylish section of the city.
Cannot fight.
It's my turn, Python.
Order leads to progress in my city.
Interesting that they use music in this way.
Okay, these two never have anything to say.
Tatiana, I plead for everyone to not vote your way in the dark. Switch on your headlights. See the hazardous path that these reckless rockers are paving for you. They're dividing our once united road. Should we allow this to continue, I foresee riots erupting.
My curl.
Oh, this is stylish.
Gorgeous, right? It's a limited edition release from a collaboration with Eve. Her designs are absolutely stunning.
I would imagine she's a vocalist, right? If she doesn't have like a clearly defined instrument.
Not to watch your circus show. You cannot fight.
Welcome back. We are in the Psycho Pop district of the city now.
That is all. Have a pleasant evening.
Yeah, no, well, the theme here is definitely going to be salon pop because we're going up against like superstar vocalist Eve.
Ah, hello you two.
You look beat.
I just got a
What's
phone
up?
call from
I've been promoted.
Congrats, man, but
one of my buddies.
That means more districts to manage.
planning to
But I'm
start a
glad.
business.
The well-being of Vinyl City's Quasa is safe in your hands.
But in order to do that,
Renegade Underground member. It was not a pretty sight.
Yeah, you told me you have to learn it and pretty quickly too, right?
Yeah, so they told me that the timeline is kind of a messed up.
Oh god, man, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure you can do it.
I'll get there. We'll appreciate your support.
Alright, right on. So you're going to be...
I plead for everyone to
Alright, thank you very much. This feels a little bit more up my alley. So hopefully I won't totally bite the bullet in these last two chapters.
Bite the bullet, you bite the dust.
No!
Remember,
Alright, man, best of luck to you. Have a good evening now.
Renegade Underground member. It was not a pretty sight. And to make it
Bye-bye.
Instruments are essential to a musician. I've always taken great care of mine and put a lot of thought into the upgrades it needed. In fact, I have so many at home to consider for different situations.
I love all these NPCs. They're very stylish, but it's like, do any of them have character arcs or purposes? I hope. Okay, what are we thinking? MC, if you're still with us, do you have high hopes for this stage? Because, like, just looking at the visual design, I think we're gonna like this one a whole lot more than the last.
Should we allow this to continue?
Alright, let's do this. Versus Eve, and more of the, like, gameplay that I adore, but I'm very bad at. MC says I definitely have hopes for it. Yeah, I think this is gonna be great, and I want Tatiana to present something really out of the box. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is right up my alley. Again, this is the kind of thing that you gain a real appreciation for if you spent an absurd amount of time near salons as a kid. This kind of art pop thing. And I definitely did. MC says just doing coding, helping code, and watching Community. Right on. I've heard great things about Community, and that I, as like an educator, would find it particularly funny. Just haven't found time for it quite yet. You know, I get the feeling I should probably be switching characters more than I have. Oh, MC says watching Discord Community. Okay. No, sorry. I thought you meant the, like, single-camera comedy show set in a community college that's super popular over here, or was. There we go. Okay, so her stages are pretty complex. And to teleport from area to area, we get thrown by one of her sculptures. Okay. It's trippy, I dig it.
How's that? Take this!
There we are. Whoa, okay, there is a hidden turret. Oh, dude, this reminds me of a kind of like the trippy aesthetic that Mia's dance party had in Psychonauts, which aesthetically is one of my favorite stages in the game.
Yes.
Alright, let's do it. Yo, every single area of this stage looks totally different than the last, which is a really refreshing change from the last stage, which was what? Next to Sayu is probably the most visually homogeneous in the game. I assume we don't want to be caught in the beams of light projected by her eyes. Yeah, now that we're getting a bit stronger and grabbing some upgrades, Zook is not bad at all. Guys, this is delightfully trippy. I love this area.
How's that? Take this!
It's my turn, cousin.
There we go.
Leave this to me. Bullseye! Yeah!
Can these transform into, or what does Zook transform them into? Zook's bait and snitch lures enemies away from you. That's kind of useful.
Sir!
Cars hot and ready. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew.
Leave this to me.
Okay.
How's that?
We got this. Man, now that he's got a little bit of power behind him, old Zook isn't that bad at all as a playable character. mean, the enemy and obstacle placements for each stage aren't quite as bad as they were in the last one either, so that's a factor. Let's remember Mayday has offensive transformations, Zook has defensive transformations. Usually rockets of some kind. Rockets or guns. MC says, I want you to get your hands on res after this and feel the influence. You can spend 3 hours to complete the base level. Oh, wow. That sounds impressive, man. I'm definitely gonna look into it. There's also this cute little totally free indie game from the Newgrounds scene called Friday Night Funkin', based around, like, various elements of rap Sonic subculture that's being gradually developed and released for free on itch.io that I may want to share with you guys. The content that's currently available is completable in very short order, so it might be a fun title for us to check out together. Oh no, MC says I mean 3 hours to complete the base game. I got you, I got you.
How's that? Take this. How's that?
Well, we're getting one hell of a combo out of these things, so thanks for that, Eve. Oh, her personal drones are pretty damn tough. Hold on. Just a minute. Let me check something. All right.
How's that?
Oh god. Okay, so these things become way more active if we're seen by the eyes. I think that might be what happens. Oh god. It's the damn drones that get me every time, like... There we go. The tempo here is much faster. For some reason. I mean, visually, this stage is beautiful. I am not having any problems with this at all.
Yes.
Are we ready for Eve, then? No, it's not over. Okay, so, Zook's full combos just absolutely devastate enemies.
How's that?
I do appreciate that they're trying to heal us up and give us all the energy we need for the end.
How's that?
As he says, all these security levels leading to the boss is basically what res is. I gotcha. Oh, it just keeps going. So that might actually be the gimmick here, that her stage is very, very long. Oh man, walked right into that one. There we go. Alright, making sure you always get a finisher off with Zook is super important, apparently. So when they attempt to, like, swat their little legs, that is their attack. Or their melee attack, but it's just so pathetic.
How's that?
Okay. What she got for us?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But there are going to be like 10 of them. Nope, this is it. I think. So visually, this may be my favorite stage in the game. I don't know about you guys. Let's do it. MC says feels new age. Yeah, or like, again, Salon Pop, which is like a very high-end take on 70s, well, 60s and 70s psychedelic culture. I really like it. Almost modish, kind of, right?
Why, hello, Zook.
Hello? Eve? Where are you?
Take a seat, Zook.
Take a seat. Oh, right.
Remember this chair? Or has it fled past the walls of your memories?
That is a statue of Tatiana.
If it has. A chair by design is never made to hold such sentimental values. This chair was once yours, Zook, but you threw it away.
Eve,
All is fine.
Oh, I'm digging the beat. Yeah, she has like a vaporwave thing going on.
Lay yourself upon this vessel and accept my gift. Feel the sands of time flow through your body as you once had.
Yeah,
Given the
seems like your
briefing,
chair's
I am
pretty
all but
occupied,
certain that
Tatiana.
even by the standards of this game, this is going to be a
Embraces
gimmick
me
boss.
For who I am. I love her, but a chair without a sitter is left with no purpose to exist.
Zook, you can see her? Where is she?
She's right there.
Where?
Just as I thought, you share none of Zook's artistic perception. Girl, do you not see Tatiana holding the backrest to her bosoms? Hello? Do you not get what it is meant to represent?
No?
Ah! Zook! Why must you pick such a pedestrian girl? You...
Remember, he does have an MA in fine art.
Zook, remember college? Remember when I was the tectonic plates and you were the sea? The heat we channeled when your waves broke upon my earth was euphoric. We were untouchable. Do you not miss those times? Do you not yearn for that feeling again? Instead, you left me for this girl? Have you dropped your standards? Hey! That is sad. So sad. But you are here now. You are in front of me.
I love her design.
We can save each other as today we celebrate
Very,
your
like, kind of
redemption,
exaggerated and inhuman, even by the standards of this
Open
game.
your mind, sink into my gaze, and let yourself be reborn again!
Okay, so what's the gimmick?
This pedestrian girl you chose is a mistake. She is fire. Fire and sea do not
Okay,
mix.
so she's summoning these hands? Wait, frail, smaller enemies, tailor-made for Zook to take down. But Eve herself does, like, nothing. Wait a minute, Mayday's got the perfect ability for this. So, Eve has a lot of health, but she herself is doing nothing at all. She's dancing through the portraits. Is there a way we can destroy them? Alright, lady. Round 2, what you got? The music itself is beautiful. Alright. Oh, we've got some Gwendolyn Infinite Hallway stuff going on, yeah?
between you and pedestrian girl. She does not deserve this. She does not deserve any of this. If I cannot have you, Zook, then neither can she.
I love the way it's building. This is... Oh, shoot! Okay. So I'm guessing now she's gonna throw way more attacks at us.
Where are you?
And we have to play through this as each of them individually.
She's done this before. We just need to keep playing as we
Oh,
were.
this is so sick.
Leave this to me.
What happened to you, Zook? We used to birth countless worlds together. Remember Rapturica?
How could I forget? You set my hair on fire.
So she'll be transporting back and forth between the two worlds. Oh, yikes. So far, she doesn't seem super difficult, but like the other bosses, yeah, I'm guessing that's going to change. Notice that Mayday's version of the music is way more, like, angry and energetic, and Zook's is still rather sweet and placid, reflecting her feelings towards each of them. I like that a lot, actually. Whoa, sorry, whoops, my bad. Ah, we got her.
What? No.
Phase 3.
No.
I'm also a huge fan of multi-phase boss battles, so you know I adore this.
Unless the two of you formed your bond through mutual hate? Your hatred for me?
What?
You are one of them, Zook! You fear me! As you should, for no one escapes the Diva's realm!
Her rapidly deteriorating mental state actually fits the fact that we're fighting inside of her mind.
Leave this to me.
Oh god. Oh no, she's still over it soon. God damn it. Yeah, the attacks are just coming so fast here, it's really tough to tell what we're supposed to be doing. Oh, I've got to watch for the shadow indicating the foot. And the hitbox on the hand seems a little off, doesn't it? Like just a little wide. God damn it. She's playing very quickly now. Oh. The first two phases were quite easy. This is not.
Leave this to me.
Okay, so we can deal some damage to her like this. Good.
Zook, I think I see you at the other end of the tunnel.
Ah, they're fighting their way towards each other. This is great. Simple symbolism, but I love it.
Zook, you were nothing before you met me. I handpicked you, molded
Okay.
you, sculpted you into the man you
So we're controlling them both
today.
together.
You really think you can reach this level of brilliance all by yourself? Ha! I made you! And the greatest thing you ever accomplished in your life was to get me to notice you!
Just rolling through a lot of this is... Oh god, Mayday. May's just eating attacks, and I hate that. Almost there. Oh man, the visuals here are amazing.
You two? How?
Face it, Eve. Zook's better than you.
Oh, that's it. We don't even have to finish her normally.
Let's show her.
Or we don't have to drain her health bar. That's it. She's done.
Green light.
Wow, that was not as dramatic as, say, the third chapter's boss fight, but it was every bit as good. Great integration of story and gameplay. I love it. I'm not good at it, but I love it. MC says this is also heavy on theme. It is. It's fantastic, though.
You and everyone else are just intimidated by my talent. All of you are cowards.
And until the third phase, she was also easily the simplest boss to deal with.
There is no one, not even him. None in this world to weave their senses with mine.
She's just lonely, though, and
I should go talk to her.
really, really,
Go.
like, self-conscious. I like this character, I do. Oh no, he gets to finish this.
Why should I continue to entertain this void?
Eve?
So much to do. Yet
I'm trying to parry.
nowhere to go. I do not belong here.
Eve, please.
The earth,
No, shit.
fire,
Why is my timing so shit?
all for naught.
Please, listen.
It is over.
Dumb!
It is over.
Fucking hell!
It is over. It is over. It is over. It is over.
Eve, you're not alone.
Stay away.
There we go.
Your tongue is poison.
Eve.
Oh wait, we're not supposed to attack her, that's the idea. Or no, or are we building her back up? No, no, we're not supposed to attack her.
Stars. They are so beautiful. I will close my eyes now. Goodbye.
Wonder if there was an alternate ending to that then.
Eve, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be the person you wanted me to be. When we first met, you immediately saw potential in me. I gave you hope that perhaps I could eventually see the world as you did. But I'm not like you. I wish I was, but I'm not.
But if we just try again.
Eve, please. I was a coward.
I was not expecting this game to be so
know
deep.
that
I really like it. MC says this game is art.
But
It is,
seeing
it
you
really
today
is.
reminded
And
me
it's
of
fun.
how
It's a
alive
lot
you
of
can
fun.
truly be when you're performing your
It's not
craft.
pretentious at all.
I know how terrifying it must be to face the possibility that you might never meet another like-minded person in this world. But you're better than that. You don't need anybody else to complete you. You complete yourself.
It is not comfortable to hear this. I do not think I am strong enough to.
You have always been stronger than me. If anyone can do it,
Yep,
it's
she was the
you.
girl from
Nadia.
DK's rap.
Well, I have to go now.
Kind of suspected as much, but...
Mayday's not pedestrian, by the way. If you know her as I do, I think you'll like her too.
Thanks, buddy.
Again, a poignant, simple conclusion. Took too long, took too much damage. Yeah, but what about that combo? And those parries. Alright, we're doing alright. Did we get a B? We don't. Oh no, we do. Okay. I was about to say, what the hell? I know this game's kind of hard, but Jesus, y'all. Yeah, and MC says, if any of the devs check out this VOD, thank you for this game. Really, yeah, to the dev team, if they happen to see this, thank you so much for giving us a title with this much personality and this much kind of beauty, without, again, any kind of pretense that a lot of so-called art games insist on pummeling you with. This is a fun game with a lot of personality, a lot of, you know, vibrance in its aesthetics and in its sound. It's fun. It's a lot of fun while also containing simple messages and deep character studies. I like that myself. And I wish you guys all the best in your future endeavors because we need more games like this. Way more games like this. I'm overawed. This is my favorite thing I've played on stream with you guys, probably. Well, now Tatiana's left to take us on by herself, and I'm really interested to see what she's got. Probably not the 80s new wavy thing then, because Eve's music came very close. She's older, so I imagine that she has a very, like, maybe foundational style of EDM, or what we would call dance music, as her basis. Oh look, we have more and more friends joining us all the time. Well, let's go ahead and put Eve's masks up on the mantle. Yeah, MC, what did you think of that last one? I think it was very well done as both a boss fight and a narrative beat. That was good stuff. We'll take some movement speed and some melee damage if we can get it. Yes, he says it represented a lot of stuff. Yeah, and it was just a really good boss fight in a simpler sense. Now, what are Eve's mods? I'm interested. Two-sided Mayday. She puts on a Mask of Zook, which heals him whenever she takes damage off. And he gets the same. They get companion pieces, representing their bond. That is lovely. Can't hang out with the Gator today. As he says, the hands were the desire to touch it be touched, and also pushing away. That, and those kind of stylized, like, kind of matte-covered, very shiny hands are extremely popular in, like, pop art. Let's sit down for one more interview.
Bam! Get ready to jam here at Sam FM! Back here with us are the spectacular duo of Bunk Bed Junction. Two who need no further introductions, Mayday and Zook.
Hello,
Notice that the hideout track becomes more and more elaborate as we take over more districts. Tatiana's called in.
Hello.
Hello, Mayday.
Isn't that...
You!
Alright, MC.
Tatiana!
Well, we're about to find out what Tatiana's specialty is.
Voice?
You've been listening all this while?
But of course, you didn't think I'd miss out on the latest news of my favorite duo now, did you?
So you've been
Her voice
spying
actress
on
is
us.
phenomenal. Hey, Demonic Cat, welcome back.
I would
Hope
say
you're having
I'm
a good day
neatly
so far.
keeping up with Vinyl City's hot indie duo.
But it's good that you've called. Know that we're coming to take you down. It's over for No Straight Roads.
How optimistic of you to say so. You've barely reached the NSR Tower. However, thank you for the heads up.
Demonic Cat asks, how are you? Fantastic. I'm getting to play through this awesome game, and we're nearly done. So I've been having a hell of a time.
Considering your next show
How about
to
you?
be with Tatiana, how do you feel about making it so far? Any regrets?
It's certainly been a long journey, and I'm only pumped to finish this off properly. We're gonna rock onwards with all that we've got. No looking back.
What's
Bad.
done
I'm sorry
is
to hear
done.
that, Demonic Cat.
We can only make a difference by our next actions.
I'm glad you're here with us tonight,
Definitely
though.
look forward to that. Since you'll be battling the big boss herself, in the case that, touch wood, you don't make it out.
That's knock on wood, not touch wood, but close.
I certainly hope we'd make it out with a blast. But I'd like to thank everyone for being with us so far. It's been great to know that we're not alone in our battle. We love you!
And remember, music is your right. Even if we're no longer around, your right is still
Before we
yours.
take Tatiana on,
Don't
though,
let
we've
it
got
be
one
taken
more.
without a fight.
One more boss battle.
Well said. And it saddens me to say that
Or one more rap
seems
battle.
like time's up for today. All the best, Bunk Bed Junction. We certainly hope to have you back at Sam FM to bam and slam in the future.
Oh, and Demonic Cat says I
Don't
lost
worry,
someone. Oh, I'm
we'll
so
be
sorry to
back.
hear that. That's
Would
absolutely
definitely be nice to be
tragic.
back.
I hate it for you, but I guess this whole experience has just given us a lot of appreciation for the people in our lives who we love and have close to us. But yeah, my thoughts and prayers are with you and yours. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Okay, our last strategy briefing of the game. Okay, so we've got the
Hope
Cool Fire
I
poster.
make you proud, Cool Fire.
Or is Tatiana going to be Cool Fire? I assume they wouldn't just put something like that in the game's backstory without expanding upon it, so maybe she's going to be a rock artist? Alright, let's do it.
Both made it
Yep,
so
genre
far.
unknown.
I knew it from the start. I'm proud of what you've done.
She's Cool Fire. That's
Junction
my
has
bet.
the power to return the rights of Vinyl City's artists to them.
Right. Just a bit more to go.
Only one more to go, in fact. The last pillar of NSR.
Yeah, if you look at the stylized depiction on the poster, they even look similar.
Easy peasy.
Demonic Cat says I
She
love this
doesn't
game,
even
so do
play
I.
music.
So do I. I'm having a great time.
That does seem to be the general impression. But she does, in her own way.
Huh? What do you mean?
You'll know when you face her head on. Anyway, on to business.
Demonic Cat asks, why was this game so easy?
First glance.
You must have a great sense of rhythm then. A couple of the
I
stages have
know
not been
her
super easy
greatest
for me.
weakness, her past. If you come across fragments of her memories, I would suggest using them against her. That's the only way you can beat her.
Yep, she's Fyra, that's...
Use her own past against her?
They're hitting us over the head
Yes,
with it now.
You get it. You'll do well. It all comes down to this, fellas. Beat Tatiana, and victory is ours.
Okay. This is it, Cool Fyra. Thought you should know that we are close to bringing down NSR. I wish you were here with us now. I wish you could see that some of us still care about your legacy.
I'll be heading out first. See you guys at the NSR Tower.
Demonic Cat says Inu is so
Tonight,
adorable.
we're
Her
bringing
fight
your
was
music
really
back.
something special. I was quite
Long
fond of
live
that stage.
rock, Cool
Yeah.
Fyra. Long live rock.
How's my favorite duo do?
Alright, let's see here. Tatiana, the big boss of NSR and the root of all our problems, adamantly believes that Vinyl City can only thrive with EDM and nothing else, which is impressive considering most of her artists don't actually qualify as EDM artists. The city deserves better leadership. It's time we remove NSR once and for all. Has years of experience in the music industry, which gives her leverage in terms of anticipating her opponent's movements. Oh, my console's Wi-Fi connection just blinked. Mine didn't, though. Welcome back, Bunny. We were getting ready for the final stage. Hope your speedrunning is going well. Demonic Cat asks, did you see the Christmas version of Inu? I've not played any of the Christmas variants of stages then. You first need to expose her vulnerability, then use her memory fragments against her. Nothing else matters now. Defeat her and end her for good. You got it. Let's do it. Bunny says speedrunning's going terribly, but I'm determined to get a run out today. If you take it slowly, just a mission or two at a time, you'll be able to build up a portfolio of pretty impressive runs, I promise you. Well, no, sorry, we're not doing Tatiana first. We've got one more, like, nail-biting battle against DK West. And if the second one was anything to go by, I'm going to need a couple attempts at this last one. It's, no joke, it's pretty damn hard. This is it, fellas. Time to face the big boss herself, Tatiana. Good luck. Alright, it's time to head to the festival bridge. You got it. Bunny says I'm trying to do a singular mission, but I keep screwing up. It annoys the hell out of me. What mission is it? Some of them rely more on RNG than others. That's true of sections and games in general. And yeah... Oh god, here we go. I am scared as hell by this, not even gonna lie. Runaway Ferris wheel. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Penna Park is not your friend when it comes to speedrunning, I can promise you that.
Zookity zook 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 zook. Aku baru jumpa harta karun paling.
I'm done with your games, West. You no longer listen to reason, you act like we're still in secondary school, and...
Tapi Zook, tengok. Aku jumpa ini.
Whoa. Is that my old tape recorder? You fixed it?
Ya! Sekarang dengan ni.
Promise you'll never ever play this again? Okay. I'm a little zonkey.
Ingat tak bila kita rakam ni? Aku tak percaya tip ni masih boleh pakai.
I'm a little zonkey.
I cannot.
I wish we got a traditional fight against him, but these rap battles are alright. Cat says I don't like DK West. I do. I'm not good at his stages at all, but I really, really enjoy the music. Bunny says I keep trying and failing to get the shrine. The rest I've got down. I'm overly stressed at over it, so that's why I'm taking a break. That's fair. Speedrunning's something you gotta take slow and steady.
You see,
Learning, anyway.
You see what I have to deal with?
Then let me deal with him. How about that, Mr. Big Brother? This time, you and me, rap battle, yo!
Oh.
Huh? Yo.
Oh, I'm interested in this.
Hey, Zook. Yang ni dia.
Cat says I really don't like 1010,
Kau dulu. Aku suka dia ni, Zook.
Their boss battle was one of the simpler ones, but I really like the concept, actually. They're just the least among really good boss battles.
Hey, Mayday. How you doing today?
Oh, I like this a lot.
If you want the real deal, don't pick someone who's still. You wanna pick a winner instead? Trust me, I'm the original, exceptional. Ini ori, not like Zook. He's just copying my moves. If you like those moves, pick the OG grooves. DK West is your man.
All right.
Others think stand.
Hey,
We got
West,
this.
You know Zook still looks up to you.
Hey, don't tell him that.
You're his brother, not from another mother.
Oh, there's no
and you're not
chorus
a
this
father.
time, or no refrain.
Deal. You got such a big following, and this power is building. It's a threat to the political system of Vinyl City. This is important. Your role is true. Rise up to the occasion and be a real inspiration.
Yes, I've done great things, but I'm not really convinced that Zook really respects what I do. Zook's probably out to get me, to diss me, to mock me, to cut me. Zook can't stand watching me succeed. He wants all the spotlight on him.
Alright, this so far isn't so bad. I'm afraid it's going to get very difficult later on.
Zook's following your footsteps, every move, every groove. You've been inspiring Zook. Our rebellion.
I love that her verses are performed during our attack phases.
To the city and fight the EDM empire.
Zook's been doing great things. I can see it myself. but you cannot do a history of his mean vibes to me. I've been disappointed, down and out. My own brother out to get me. Zook's been forever not liking me. So how can I forgive? How can I move on? You've probably never changed, anyhow.
Oh god,
Anyway.
this is getting very difficult, yeah.
Wes, you gotta know, Zook was only doing his thing. He wasn't doing anything like scheming. So don't think badly or let
Okay,
your
so these
mind go
attack
mad.
phases
He
are
had no wrong
longer
direction
because
with
they
too
have to
much
accommodate Mayday's
introspection.
verses.
Instead, reframe your mind, open up your thoughts.
It's a really good track,
know
though.
Your brother looks up to you. He only wants the best to learn from the best, the real deal, the role model, the one and only rhyme master, the often imitated, never replicated DK West.
Oh no. Just wait, are you making this up? You're just creating stories that tell of my real glory? You're making me wonder, are you telling the truth? Well, I want to talk with you. I want to ask him things. I'm not really convinced whether that's really how your heart sings. Or you play me, little brother. You're taunting me. Oh, Jaga Katawa, I have the feeling you got things hidden.
Oh god, this is so difficult. So difficult. Hey MC, welcome back. We're taking on West's final battle, and it's a nightmare.
College was when I was the best. But you gotta know any human would feel the same. And like Mayday said, I still look up to you, bro. You built your career
We're
from
finally
scratch
getting through
and
to
made it
him.
higher and higher until NSR had to step in and kill that blazing fire. They knew you were dangerous, high risk, high energy, highly influential. DK West, simply the best from the bottom to the top of the game.
Oh god, no, we're screwed.
That really built up my pride. I never wanted to influence the politics of the city. I just wanted to make music, rhymes, grooves, yeah, hit it. And so I left it all behind. Final city,
Oh,
bye
God.
bye, adios, lamatinga. But yeah, Zook, I see you. You progressed from the blur, from the clueless of the clueless, to a leader, to a man, to the leader of the rebellion. And let me say, well, brother, that makes me proud inside.
Oh fuck, so close. Almost to the end. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, this is hard. Not gonna lie, this is really hard. But MC, what I love about this track is Mayday decided to battle him instead. And so the attack phases, instead of having a refrain, are the protagonist speaking back to West. Hence why they're much longer, but I also really appreciate the change in dynamics here.
Zook. Hey. Hey, Mayday. How you doing today? If you want the real deal, don't pick someone who steals. You wanna pick a winner instead. Trust me, I'm the original, exceptional, any ori, not like Zook. He's just copying my moves. If you like those moves, pick the OG grooves. DK West is your man. Others, they just stand.
Hey West, you know Zook still looks up to you.
Hey, don't tell him that.
You're his brother, not from another mother, and you're not a bother. You're a real deal. You got such a big following, and this power is building. It's a threat to the
I
political
love
system
this
of
track,
Rhino City.
honestly.
This is important. Your role is true. Rise up to the occasion and be a real inspiration.
Yes.
Obviously, the lyrics aren't fantastic because I'm fairly certain
Zook really respects what I do.
most of the writers probably aren't super familiar, or at the very least, I don't think a lot of the writers would have had a lot of experience with... Oh, no, sorry, let me think of the right way to say this. Fairly certain none of the writers have English as their first language, so it's really good for what it is, for something that has to advance the story.
Zook's been doing great things. I can see it myself, but you cannot do a history of his mean vibes to me. I've been disappointed, down and out. My own brother out to get me. Zook's been forever not liking me. So how can I forgive? How can I move on? You've probably never changed, anyhow.
Oh god, this is so hard.
Wes, you gotta know, Zook was only doing his thing. He wasn't doing anything like scheming.
I love the way that our
Don't think badly
attacks
or let
sync
your
to
mind
the
go madly
downbeat
in the
of the
wrong
track.
direction
That is
with too much
amazing.
Introspection. Instead, reframe your mind, open up your thoughts, brighten up your heart. You gotta know your brother looks up to you. He only wants the best to learn from the best, the real deal, the role model, the one and only rhyme master, the often
One more.
imitated, never replicated DK West.
Oh, no.
I think we've got two more verses.
You're just creating stories that tell of my real glory. You're making me wonder, are you telling the truth? Well, I want to talk with you. I want to ask him things. I'm not really convinced whether that's really how your heart sings. Or you play me, little brother. You're taunting me. Oh, Jaga Katawa, I have the feeling you got things hidden. Ulterior motives got my mind busted.
MC says hard to say Malaysia's a proper tourism spot. Oh yeah, no, I'm quite certain that the devs are fluent. I just mean you could tell this was probably written by somebody who doesn't have a great, like, first-hand experience with a ton of colloquialism, or the same colloquialisms we use here. I could be wrong. I love it though. I'd really love a verse in the voice actor's native languages though.
I created the ruckus. A whole crazy ride that really built on my pride. I never wanted to influence the politics of the city. I just wanted to make music, rhymes, grooves, yeah, hit it. And so I left it all behind. Vinyl City, bye-bye, adios, selamat tinggal. But yeah, Zoop, I see you. You progress from the blur, from the clueless of the clueless, to a leader, to a man, to the leader of the rebellion. And let me say, one brother, that makes me proud inside. DK West, your brother.
I think we got through.
West, what you did for the city, even if unintentional, hit all the main points, we really hit national. Was awesome, fully truesome, and
I love
despite
this.
the powers that be,
It's very sweet
the
too.
crazy grip on the city was shaken to the core. The great DK West managed to shake it. The political system, we need to break it.
He inspired them. I love that. Please tell me that's it.
Zoop, congrats, you the man.
Oh,
You can
fuck.
stop the city just like I did before. There's no reason it can't be done.
But notice
if something's to be done,
that the patterns get easier and easier as he becomes more and more willing to accept this, and he's throwing all kinds of healing items at his brother. I love that. Excellent integration of gameplay and story. Jesus Christ, this is amazing.
I was dumb, I was stupid, I was foolish, I was blinded. I'm sorry for saying
And it's becoming
something so
easier and easier to
dumb,
take down his
stupid,
walls.
foolish. I didn't mean to be mean. I mean, you know what I mean. And despite all our
He could have
victory,
just
our
been
fighting,
a
our
bog
disagreement,
standard
DK
rival
West,
character,
you
but
will
they did
always
something
be my brother,
significant
my
with
family,
it.
my
I
man.
love it.
DK West, you will always be my brother, my family, my man. Ewa.
Kau betul ikhlas ke, bro? Kau masih
Wow.
respect ke aku?
Man, that was amazing.
Yeah. You know I joined the music scene because of you, right?
Oh, jadi macam mana kalau
The second
How about
stage
a
was
truce?
much harder than this one because he was angrier. As we talked him down, the patterns became easier and easier to work with fewer and fewer attacks. And at the end, he goes out of his way to heal his brother without us having to do anything.
Yeah. Aku pun, bro.
Well, tibalah masa aku beredar.
Huh? Leaving already?
Ya, hilang komentari senja.
Why don't you join us? We can take down NSR together.
Kau pergilah, selamatkan Vinyl City. Aku kena bertapa sekejap. Jumpa lain kali, adik Zook.
Oh, okay. Will you remember to reply my messages this time?
Ya, aku balas. Lagipun, sekarang aku ada benda ni untuk ingatkanku tiap hari. You too, Missy. Mari kita jumpa lagi next time. West! Ow!
Okay, he's now one of my favorite characters. I kind of love their art. Awesome. Bunny says, I finally got the run whilst listening to the stream. It was flawless. I pressed the end timer a little bit late, however. I'm okay with that, though. The run's in Discord, if for any reason you want to check it out at any point. Right on, I will, thank you. And Devon Cat posted a lovely little cat emoji. Oh, so that was taking too much damage now, was it? I don't know. I think we did much better that time, but than we did on the first run. But that's okay. I will gladly take your fans and the new tier of upgrades. Mayday and Zoop, summon DK West Shadow. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm on board for this. I'm on board. So the second DK West battle, both the fight and the track, weren't exactly my favorites, but the third really made up for it. I love that. And we got another kitty from Demonic Cat. And Bunny says, I'm glad I ate some chocolate halfway through my attempts. I needed that. Never a bad time to go for chocolate. Yeah, we might need that. Oh, we can feed the crocodile rocker. Bunny says, always keep some food or drink with you if you want to speedrun is what I learned today. Keeps you refreshed if you keep failing. Well, right on. I always keep food at hand anyway. But I get you. Now, guys, help me out here. Do we want to tackle the difficult versions, or just like repeat the earlier artist stages? Either on the normal setting to get more fans, or the extreme version to see what they're like before Tatiana, or do we want to fight Tatiana first, then go back through and do them all again? I'm leaning towards the latter myself. Oh, and MC, since you were away for a minute, I am all but certain, given the way that the briefing went, we were told to use her memories against her, and the fact that this game doesn't seem to have red herrings at any point, that Tatiana is Cool Fyra, the legendary rock star who inspired the band. Bunny wants to see the difficult modes. I'm leaning towards doing Tatiana's fight first. Alligator appears to drop recovery items when we're near defeat. That's something. Y'all want to see the difficult modes. Alright, I might be able to do one or two. Melee hits restore more of Zook's health, give him an even longer combo. Consecutive melee hits increase melee damage. Ooh. Alright. Mayday seems to be based primarily around projectiles. Zook seems to be based around melee. That's kind of what I'm getting out of all this. Melee hits restore more health. Yeah, why not? And now for Mayday. What do we have? Max ammo? Sure. More max ammo. Ranged hits increase Mayday's health. That sounds nice. Devonta Cat asks, do you want some fish? If you mean a fish emoji, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, y'all, so we're going to attempt DJ Subatomic Supernova's difficult variation. Then, just given how long the stream's been running, we may go for the finale, but we might come back tomorrow to do the remaining special variants. There's a pretty intricate upgrade system, I gotta say, so the game is designed for you to, like, grind some of these bosses, which is fine, because they're all a great deal of fun. Demonica says no, Sayu? Sorry, man, I'm gonna go in order when I go through these. I still want to get an S rank on Sayu's normal form before I go for anything more difficult. DK West is available for rematches, though. That's good to see. Now Tatiana herself should dominate the marquee. Or not, it's just the label's logo. Well, we're coming for you in due time. But first, let's take on our buddy. One more time. I'm curious to see how the extreme versions are changed up. Is he just going to be faster? Are there going to be more attacks, more health? I don't know. Hello, you must be the gentleman we speak to for the difficult version of the fight.
It's my turn, Titan!
Joey the music elitist, of course. Oh no,
More like a bunch of
Javana Ket says I'm
misguided
asking, do you
tunes.
want some Sayu?
Back in my days, tunes were more refined.
I prefer my fish to be, like, physical, thank you.
Musicians nowadays can't even rise to challenge themselves. Huh? Think you can? Why don't you try this then?
I will give it my level best, Joey.
Huh. What did I say?
I do love the designs of all the boss's different concert halls. So we've got normal, hard, and then even more advanced difficulties or special modes. Oh look, there's special artwork for the Christmas versions. That's very cute. We will use the default. Yeah, let's go for it. Yep. I don't think we've seen a boss in this game thus far that's been really disappointing to us as a whole, have we? Quite impressed.
Billions upon billions of organisms reside on this tiny planet.
I can see why this is the boss they gave the audio logs to. I mean, he has absolutely beautiful voice acting.
You can't even handle simple satellite launch procedure.
Demonica asks, what's your favorite district and what's your favorite artist?
It's not rocket science.
Favorite district is probably Eve's Dream Fever, and my favorite artist, just based off of the music, is probably Inu.
Could possibly go wrong today?
Because it's not even an EDM song, it's just a very, very well done dramatic classical piece.
What are you NSR people doing? We're not getting enough electricity, and all you guys do is party!
MCS ever tried Just Shape Some Beats? No, I haven't.
With me.
Okay, it's just the same thing. We can skip this then. Okay, so yeah, he's just attacking way more frequently. And it also takes a lot more to actually spawn ammo. Almost phase 2 already, though. Yikes.
Pathetic.
I do love this. I believe online it was referred to as Future Disco soundtrack. Phase 2.
NSR's dominance over fight.
Alright, so we could do this. And he can now, like, send segments of the asteroid field after us. He's like Viper. He's spinning beats up in these entire galaxies. Well, we're doing much better than we did the first time around. Let's just go ahead and convert as many of these into rockets as we can. Oh yeah, y'all, compared to what we've been through, this is nothing. One more and we ought to be down to phase 3. Oh, this is such a good fight. There we go. Demonica says, I feel bad for breaking Inu's piano. Yeah, no, but we brought her and her mother much closer together and gave them a much happier, healthier relationship. Oh, this looks much different than his original Phase 3 did, doesn't it? The designs of the planets. Or I just never noticed it. Oh god, I forgot about the damn laser. Ooh, okay. Now that we've got the double jump, we can clear the laser much more easily. Oh god, here he comes. Oh, we can parry those. Those with the purple indicator, the pink indicator. That's nice. Oh, I thought we could get that. Never mind. These level 2 transformations are actually doing some Boku damage. Alright, now to the finish. Parry time. Oh, they're not all going to be parryable. And we've lost the backbeat. Oh god. Oh Christ, this is much harder. Always too early. There we go. Tony's got a ton of health. Good. The beat's still there. There we go. Ah, a little late. Yeah, they're all present for 4 full measures. Or 4 bars, sorry. That got him.
One way to end this.
Right you are, Zook!
Let's do it! This ain't gonna be an S rank, but I actually feel pretty confident. Yeah, that was pretty good stuff, y'all. I assume we now unlock an even more difficult version of the stage. Yikes.
Billions and billions and trillions!
So time, we did great. Damage, we lost a little. Combo was pretty good. And parry was pretty good. So an A rank, maybe? And more cats from Demonic Cat, right on. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Few extra fans, nothing to balk at. And we unlocked his EDM track as well as his third collectible, right? The audio log? Or no? Now, however, so that we don't go excessively past 3 hours, we're going to head on to Tatiana's EDM tower and take on Coolfira herself. But first, let's talk to this sucker.
The latest hits? More like a bunch of misguided tunes. Back in my days, tunes were more refined, meaningful. Musicians nowadays can't even rise to challenge themselves. Huh? Think you can? Why don't you try this then?
Crazy mode unlocked. Great, it just keeps getting harder. Alright. Oh, that's right, we never actually examined this area at the start of the game. It's the shortest of these little initial hubs, I've noticed. Hello? Sticker. Alright, I'll take it. Now let's get on up out of here. I have to say, as we upgrade him, Zook is becoming increasingly viable and enjoyable in my mind. MC says hissing cat versus hammer. I wonder the outcome. I really like the versatility and relative swiftness of Zook. Obviously, it's like the Dex-esque character. But Mayday was so useful in the early game because she starts off so much stronger than he does, and not much less versatile. It's just with his upgrades, he's able to do a million different things.
Galaxy is all that is. Forever was. Forever will be.
MC, I'd assume you're talking about the hammer with which moderators are endowed, eh? Otherwise, that's just a particularly morbid Hand of Fate reference. Oh god, no, they've even defaced this area. See, again, the one aspect of the game I don't like is that, okay, we're, like, knocking these artists off the record label's charts. That's perfectly fine. But then we're defacing their gorgeous areas of the city. Oh, MC says definitely the Hand of Fate hammer. Gotcha. Defacing their areas of the city, and also just kind of ruining their careers without, you know, going for the villain and only the villain. Let's do it! So it looks like Tatiana's in a citadel. Or, like, has built a fortress around the tower. And the final district, Dream Fever District, is now ours. I've waited so long for this day to come. Thank you, fellas, from the bottom of my heart. Feel free to explore the new district, as the architecture here is simply a sight to behold. But know that the biggest fight is still upon us. When you're ready, head to NSR Tower. MC says I would never make passive-aggressive remarks since I am a mod. I mean, you wouldn't, but I know plenty of moderators, probably myself included, who would. Oh, there we go. We've unlocked the Dream Hotel. I can't believe even this district is running low on power. This one. The one that's a gigantic art exhibit. I wonder if there's going to be a little lobby area before we enter Tatiana's stage properly.
There's no one quite like Eve. Her music, her style, her designs, even her aura is one of a kind.
Do you think, at some point, all of the artists, save for DJ Subatomic Supernova, are going to, make appearances backing us up or supporting us during the final battle, since we seem to have pretty positive experiences with all of them? So I understand none of this art, but I believe it's all absolutely gorgeous. Oop. There we go. And just fixing a flickering streetlight will earn you scores of fans in this world. Gotta love it. MC says, I want to experience this game without expecting anything. Yeah, me too. Yeah. But I just... Well, I know for a fact that Tatiana is going to be cool Fyra. They've just built that up. MC says, I trusted enough to do the right thing. Yeah, me too. This is a fun experience, and no matter what direction they take it in, it's going to be fun. If we just got a couple games like this every year, I would be absolutely thrilled, over the moon. We've got almost everything in this area activated, right? Save for this gallery. Sticker, please. And this one is the Eve Art Gallery. And yes, indeed, this is all of the psychedelic art from her boss battle. Oh, and the colors on the painting still shift even without her influence. That's really cool. Oh god, I was about to say. Come back. Good. And now in the next exhibit down. Just some art. Some Eve art. Okay, her art's very strange, but I dig it. And now we're ready for Tatiana back at base. Or at the NSR base. Although I imagine we could just do nothing and she would effectively be screwed since she lost her entire label in the span of a couple days. But, you know, wouldn't feel climactic if we didn't have some kind of tussle with them. There's gotta be at least one more thing we need to power up in order to get Eve's, it's usually the rock track we get for completing these objectives, right? Oh, here we go. Yep, the Arca Visual Studio. Whoa! This visually is far and away my favorite district. I love it. So psychedelic, so trippy. Alright, time to take the fight to the boss. I'm expecting a massive gauntlet of security, and then, and whoa, it looks like there is no build-up. Well, no, the stage might be the tower itself, like we ascend to get to the top. I love that. You make it to where there's a straight line from your hideout to the boss, or the final boss. That is really cool. Oh, looks like the rapper's here.
Back in my days, we'd go all out for music. It's not a performance if it isn't the best performance. No errors and no regrets.
So that's my anticipation. Tatiana is Cool Fyra, and therefore is going to be a rock artist. Not my favorite, like, large, broad genre to close the game out with, but I bet it's still going to be epic.
I take pride in keeping these windows nice and clean, despite the constant barrage of nonsensical doodle. No! A smudge!
Okay. Keep at it, Dash. Keep up the good work. Okay, so we need level 3 transformations to get anywhere around here, which means post-game stuff. Alright, let's hijack Tatiana's concert, by which I mean her business. We even did a little comparison, MC, while you were away, with the poster available in the briefing room, and yeah, Tatiana looks exactly like Cool Fyra, just with neater hair. She's also... MC says the power outage is because she lost all confidence in music. More like she and her artists don't, constantly and consistently perform, to a capacity necessary to fuel the entire city at all times, and then they privilege their own, like, businesses and sectors above, you know, areas accessible to common people when power outages strike. Like, all of the backup power is for them. And it looks like there's not going to be any combat before the boss battle. It's just straight up to her office.
People of Vinyl City, this is Tatiana. You've
I love the
all been
design, though.
brainwashed by these so-called music revolutionists. All they've done is promote uncertainty among us, which has resulted in huge congestions in the junctions of progress. In other words, they've left us with nothing but chaos. And with chaos comes destruction. Look around you.
I mean, this is an area where she's objectively correct. Like, all of the districts we have taken over have been defiled by graffiti and, like, vandalism on artist posters and things like that.
But I will not do so. Because despite the darkness that has enveloped this city, I still see hope. A hope for us to return to greatness. I believe that deep down,
I would kill for a sequel to this game. Like, it is so good. I'd love to see them take this on with not just, like, pop music genres, but really obscure genres of music or popular world music from all around.
And bring back true democracy. In the meantime, for the good of the city, I will hold my ground, and I urge you to trust in my judgment. Together, we will restore order. Order leads to progress in Vinyl City. That is all.
I mean, obviously there's a massive commentary on the recording industry here, but... I don't know, it is a shame that all of Tatiana's music, at least in my mind, is so much better than any of ours. This is so swanky. I had expected her area to be very kind of like, you know, a generic final boss area. So climactic, epic looking, but not very distinct. No, this whole thing has an Art Deco vibe going on, and I kind of love it. Oh my god. Look at this. It's like, tarot-style illustrations of her and all the artists. Whoa. Man.
I can't believe someone like you two were able to be my artist.
It's over, Tatiana.
This is so cool.
Step down from the throne.
Never. The way you kids influenced the votes was deplorable.
I don't give a frickin' cupcake about what you think.
You have set a bad precedence for how the
Yeah?
politics in the
And what's
city
so bad
will
about that?
function
What happened?
from here on out, through chaos.
Uh-oh. Audio's out of sync.
Short-sighted as usual, I see. Because of you, any
Uh-oh.
future
You started
opposing
it.
parties
You
can
banned
just
us
start
rockers
a
from
riot
performing.
if things
Come
don't go
on,
their
don't
way.
do this at the
How
last
are we
hour,
to build
guy.
a progressive
I
city
only
if it's in
restricted
constant
rock
disorder?
after
You misbehaved at the audition.
fair.
The
Oh,
fault
man.
is on you. You tricked the people into voting for you by instigating their hatred towards us. Tell me if that's fair.
They voted for us because your energy output is crappy. The people have had it with the blackouts.
There you go again. So zealous about being able to supply more
Hey,
energy than
we
us.
beaten your
Where in the
artists.
world did you
Surely
get
that means
notion?
something.
From your rear end?
Very unfortunate that, like, one of the last cutscenes has just been botched like this, but it could just be a glitch that occurred in my game only. Oh, man.
It means you have no clue how this city works. You didn't compete
Well,
with my artists on
I'm
a
sure
level
we'll
playing
figure
field.
something
You
out
merely
after-
set up a circus.
Forget it.
by
This is going
hijacking
nowhere.
everyone.
What?
I brought order.
Should we back out and try that again? I feel like we should. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
progress to the
definitely.
city.
I actually want to hear what they have to say at the end, you know? And if it is just glitched, we can skip right to the fight. Alright, let's try that again. This time with proper audio sync. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. MC says, yeah, this has bugged me. After Troy, almost every cutscene is out of sync. That was a quote. Okay. Well, most of the cutscenes, if there has been audio desync, it's been very, very faint. Like, I haven't been able to notice it, like, while I'm having to split my attention between the stream and playing. But that one was, quite problematic. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's try this again.
I can't believe someone like you two were able to be my artist.
It's over, Tatiana. Step down from the throne.
Never. The way you kids influenced the votes was
I
deplorable.
don't give a frickin' cupcake about what you think.
You have set a bad
Oh,
precedence
God.
for how the
Yeah?
politics in the
And what's
city.
so bad about that?
Okay, this is...
From here on out.
MC says, could try restart later? No, we'll just see what we've got.
Order and progress to the city. I had each district vote for their own charter. The quality of democracy has improved since. All thanks to my vision. Oh, Rogue ends here.
Leave this to me.
Okay. None of these are parryable. So we probably just have to wait or find something, perhaps. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm not done yet.
She's fast. Very, very fast.
Leave this to me.
Oh, and she's attacking Nye constantly. Super weak attacks, but non-stop.
You have no chance against me, for I have time on my side.
Okay, this all works perfectly. Oh, yikes.
There ain't no democracy if NSR only favors EDM.
It's the people who favor EDM until you ruined everything.
If chaos is what is needed to get things done here, so be it.
You failed to see how much this city has improved since NSR took over.
Okay, so she doesn't have a ton of health. You got a fragment of her shoe? What?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when she sends out these projectiles, she's actually not that bad.
That's the key. Let's give her a taste of her own medicine.
Oh, shoot it at her. Right. We've got to remind her of who she was, I assume.
No.
Oh no, this again.
With the rapid expansion of the city comes higher demand for energy. NSR has gathered the best EDM artists in the world. The city is oh so bright now.
We gotta destroy her clock. What? No, we brought her back down.
How's that? Yes, sir.
I'm not done yet.
How's that?
Oh yeah, she's pathetic when she's using ranged attacks at any rate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can juggle it though.
Let's give her a taste of her own medicine.
Again, what?
With the rapid expansion of the city.
I'm sorry, did it just count that as a miss?
NSR has
Oh,
gathered the best
NSR, don't do
artists
this to me
in the
now.
world. The city is oh so bright now.
Okay, so Mayday's still able to beat her down very, very quickly.
Leave this to me.
The problem is she stun locks you. I like the battle music, of course.
That's the key. Let's give her a taste of her own medicine.
What? Am I even doing anything to her?
Comes higher demand
She's
for energy.
giving the same speech.
NSR has gathered the
I'm
best
missing something here. I
EDM
have to.
artists in the world. The city is so bright now. You two are getting on my nerves.
No, I'm not. Okay. We actually are dealing damage. Oh, Christ.
It's been years and we still have blackouts.
Because people like you distract us from fixing it.
Rock can solve it, even if there are distractions.
Never. Rock no longer belongs in any ambitious work. Your road ends here.
Oh, she's tough. Let's see, Mayday, help us out here. Oh, yikes. 1, 2. Okay, so her melee combos are actually easier to deal with like this.
Get all you got.
We got it.
Take this. She's good to go. Let's show her.
We're not done yet.
I don't believe this.
Oh, here we go again.
My
Back to the
NSR
clock.
artists are the best of the best. Their music is in a league of their own. We have amassed countless adoring fans over the years. There are no better candidates to perform to the Grand Quasa.
Nope, I have a feeling the best artist for the job is her. We got this.
Get all you got.
Go! Bullseye!
Get all you got.
Enough! Drumstick up!
Like, yeah, I'm just eating hits here, but we'll go back and get good ranks after the main campaign. Right here, I'm just in this for the story and the style. Do it.
Let's show her.
Not done yet.
My NSR artists are the best of the best. Their music
Once more, maybe?
is in a league of their own. We have amassed countless adoring fans over the years. There are no better candidates to perform to the
This is a
Grand
very
Quasa.
interesting fight.
Your road ends here.
It's harder than a lot of the others, even though it feels much simpler. Like, kind of back to basics, I suppose. Oh god, the fireballs. We just get so little advance warning for them.
Get all you got.
And I don't think there's really a way to get her to spawn ammo.
Enough! She's good to go. Let's show her.
Alright, once more. Or a third time?
My
Okay.
NSR artists are the best
Okay.
of the best. Their music is in a league of their own.
I I mean, I totally get why we're doing this, but like having the same exact sequence of dialogue play over and over again, probably not ideal. Maybe not the Yep, there she is. True form. Let's do it.
You hijacking their concert was a cowardly act.
If they're so great, then why did we defeat them so easily? Huh?
How dare you show disrespect towards NSR's elites?
I show respect to talent.
How does Mayday, who grew up worshipping this woman, not
done yet.
see who she is? I would imagine this look is kind of unmistakable, right? Even if she is a bit older and has adopted a corporate style. She's got a ton of health, though. Oh no, MC, I get why we're doing it over and over again narratively. I mean, like... and by the way, she isn't controlling time, we are. We're literally turning back the clock and showing her what she used to be. But, yep, there she is.
Rock is no longer relevant. The Ghoulings once commanded this city with their music, but we beat them with EDM. So shut up and let this city prosper.
We just have to survive now?
I'm not done yet.
Oh right, because the EDM is giving away to some of her own music.
I've had it with you and your trivial choice of music.
Why do you hate rock so much?
There's no future in rock. Rock is done. Finished.
I'm guessing her own fan base dried up.
Is you and your empire.
Oh god. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, this is a C rank for sure. I did terribly, but we made it.
Green light.
Not the best battle in the game, but pretty good, I have to say. Are they going to revert it to one of... Oh! I thought for a second they would revert it to one of her album covers. I'm going to ignore that trophy title because I really like this game.
No!
Whoa! Whoa! It's Cool Fire's guitar!
Oh, the guitar was powering the crown?
Hey! Hey! Why the heck do you have a guitar?
How does she not get
Are you
this?
the reason Cool Fire disappeared?
This makes no sense. Why would she...
Answer me! I swear you did anything to her!
I can't believe you guys had this up to you.
Neither can I.
Why do you think I have Cool Farah's guitar?
'Cause you're her mom?
No.
Her best friend?
No.
Her babysitter?
No, May. She's...
I'm Cool Farah. You nitwits?
What? What? No, seriously. What?
It doesn't matter anyway. What's important now is for the city to...
It matters to me, damn it! You're Cool Fira? The Cool Fira? How did you end up like this? Is it because the Ghoulings got disbanded?
If there was one thing the Ghoulings taught me, was that a good leadership requires strength. I was too soft back then, always listening to my bandmates, always welcoming their ideas. And what did that amount to? Nothing but utter chaos. Nobody could agree on anything. And that's the reason why we disbanded. But that is all behind us. I've learned my lesson, and now I lead with order. And look
I
how
love
Vinyl
these
City
exaggerated
has
character
flourished under
designs.
my
This
new
game will
rule.
look great 20 years from now.
You hated rock so much that you decided to fight back with EDM?
I fought back with what is best for this city.
You call having constant blackouts best? Your crappy EDM is barely keeping this city alive. Just let rock do its thing and...
Here we go again. With your noble rock versus EDM agenda. Sing a different tune already, will ya? Rock is dead. Forever was, and forever will be.
How could you change so much? You were my idol. I worshipped you. I did this, all this, in your name.
1, I didn't ask for your admiration. 2, take responsibility for your own stupid actions. And 3, never have heroes, honey. Believe me, you'll have fewer disappointments.
Oh, you think you're so cool with your bullet points? I'm just... You know what? I'm done. I'll let the results do the talking. Zook?
On it.
How much was your output again? 47%? Gonna be easy to beat that derpy amount.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, we're gonna. And we'll make you eat your words.
I'll eat my whole dress if I have to.
Fine, you dress-munching moron.
Fine.
Fine.
I can definitely tell this was
Do you even know what
influenced
you're
by
saying?
Psychonauts.
It's been a long day,
This
okay?
reminds me a lot of the rather anticlimactic
Zook?
climactic scenes in that game.
It's, still 47%.
Wait, what?
Oh, bravo. You sure showed me. Shall I go get the champagne?
I don't get it, Zook. What did we do wrong?
I have no idea, but...
I assume the issue here is it's one type of genre or the other.
You guys did it! That was smashing. Look at you kids now. The king and queen of vinyl.
Or
City.
he's actually the villain.
Tatiana's got nothing on you guys. My, oh my. Such a great way to lighten up
Yep.
an otherwise...
We've got one more
dull
boss, I'd
night.
imagine. And maybe all 3 of us are going to have to work together against him. Oh yeah, I know I was garbage in this fight. Don't even. I did great at combos, apparently. Give me that big of fat C rank. Or a B. Okay, sure, why not? What y'all think? One more? We got Tatiana's clock and magazines that have featured her. Yep, the idea here, I'm certain, is rock or EDM alone. Keep in mind, both genres are very loosely defined for the purpose of this game, and they contain a bunch of usually unrelated subgenres. Neither one of them appeals to everyone, so you need a multiplicity. You need a diverse musical environment.
Cliff, great.
Huh? You guys know each other?
I told you before, you were perfect. Your rock was unstoppable. But you decided to go EDM. Well, take a good look around. Because EDM ain't got a place in this city, not anymore. Rock rules, baby.
Don't flatter yourself too much. We saw the readings. The energy output those 2 knuckleheads produced is the same as ours.
Energy output? Energy output? Who cares about that?
Hey, I care.
Yeah, it's the reason we started this music revolution. It matters.
No, what truly matters is we get to see how wrong Miss Tatiana here really is.
Eat dirt, you piece of plank.
Do you finally understand how bad you treated me, Fyra? I used to be your biggest, #1 fan. I supported you through thick and thin. Everyone turned their backs on you when the Ghoulings disbanded, but I stood with you. That's how much rock matters to me. That's how much you
or not
to me. And after we went through all that hardship, you simply gave up, took the easy way out. You abandoned Rock. It was an insult to everything I believed in.
I'm interested to see where this
my
goes.
Heart, crushed it, threw it away like a piece of rubbish. Did my loyalty mean nothing to you? Not even a little bit.
Listen here, Cliff. I don't give a damn about you, understand? I owe you nothing.
Warning. NSR satellite deorbiting sequence initiated. Inbound in
And he's going to destroy the entire
What did
city.
you do, Cliff?
I was hoping to save this for a more meaningful day, but why delay the inevitable, huh?
Cliff, what did you do?
Oh, yes.
So the last souvenir is gonna be his.
Yes. See that? I've set NSR's own satellite to plunge right into this tower.
Huh? What? Cliff, you better call this off right now, or so help me.
Too late. The coordinates are locked in. I can't do anything, even if I wanted to.
Are we going to have to rock the satellite apart?
NSR satellite is re-entering the atmosphere.
Oh, you should see the look on your face right now. Complete and utter hopelessness. Now, you know how I felt when you ditched me. Oh, I love poetic justice. Come on, kids. Let's evacuate this filthy building. NSR is done for good. Well?
This is wrong.
What do you mean? This is exactly what we set off to do. To end NSR's rule once
I'm
and
assuming
for all.
everybody's going to learn to live and, I suppose, rock or play whatever music they care
Have you
to
forgotten
together
your
at the end of the
fans?
game.
They all want you to destroy NSR. Remember, if we completely remove NSR from this landscape, you will gain total control over Vinyl City.
Total control? We're just repeating history.
Yeah, MC says not a villain, humans doing wrong. Right.
Become the very thing we.
This game has a lot of very, like,
We're
humane
doing
messages
exactly what
and,
NSR
like,
was doing.
characterization in it.
We're
I dig it.
the new NSR. Wait, we're the new NSR? Holy crap! Why didn't I see this sooner?
Mayday, you're overthinking this, man. Eradicating NSR is the right thing to do.
Shut up, Cliff. I'm not listening to you anymore. We need to stop this satellite right now. Zook?
Yeah?
This is probably gonna be super dangerous, so I understand if you would rather.
Save your breath. I'm going with you.
Alright, now all
We're
we
going
need
to
is
destroy a
plan of
satellite.
The only way to stop the satellite is to get my artists to reclaim back their districts. Then we'll have enough power to repel it.
Got it.
I need some time to ensure the safety of my personnel and evacuate them from this building. Can you two handle the districts first?
You can count on us.
So we're gonna have to fight back through all of them with the artist by our
You
side.
guys won't succeed. Your fans will make sure of it.
You broke my nose.
I assume we're not going to fight against him then. Oh, it's the
Once
sewer
you're done
gator.
with
Of
the
course it
districts,
is.
Head over to the Grand Plaza and rock your instruments, okay?
I think I see where you're going with this.
Good. Good luck then.
I can't believe I just got a pet for Cooper!
All right, I'm digging this. This is gonna be fun. Oh, what? It's a survival mode, I suppose? We're flying over Eve's district right now. I was expecting, like, a series of battle arenas, but this will do, too. Oh, yikes. Oh, no, here we go. Oh, God! What in the hell is that? Oh, and he's using, like, defiled security bots. Oh, yikes. Oh, man. You gotta learn firstly, what the hell's actually going on here. There we go. Next we've got the boy band's entertainment district. As he says, that gave me a good laugh. Yeah, this game's got a lot of personality, a lot of heart. Oh wait, we've got to disengage all the generators. Right. We also could have attacked these first and then meleeed the generator, I believe. Yeah, and MC said the fans deface the district. I do like that they're actually portraying this as a negative then. And he's still tutorializing us, I love it. So Eve gets to take back the district.
Okay, the district is mine, Zook. Go help the others.
Very stylish, I am loving this. And sorry I can't read all of Cliff's commentary, it's a little hectic around here. Oh, shit. Well, Brady is bad at action games, but he sure does love them. The drones are our fans? Yeah, sure. Oh, shit. Oh, God. These are the simplest enemies in the game, and I'm just getting juggled. I hate that. I mean, granted, half the time it's because they're being spawned in behind the camera, so I can't really see them, but... No, shooting these things apart is going to be faster and easier, honestly, at day's end. At least nothing's dealing like... Oh, fuck! Fuck! Serious damage to us. I'm so sorry for this trash play. Oh wait, one more. Here we go. That should free the boy band and the officer, Neon J. Yeah, Neon J.
Area secured! You're clear! Go, go, go!
Okay, Inu should be next. Oh, you can actually see the satellite in the background growing ever closer. I like that. I am curious to see what the final boss is going to be, or if there will be one. Given how boss-heavy the game is, I certainly hope so. Oh, and we've got, like, remixes of each of the boss's themes. I love it. So we do get an audio cue for when the boss, or the generator, unleashes its, attacks, but it's... Oh, notice they're built in, to resemble, like, very stylized totems of the, Bunk Bed Junction members. I quite like that. I actually really like that they didn't just humanize the artist, but at the end they're like, okay, they were working towards an insidious end, but none of these, except the DJ, which is common in games like this, they start you off kind of like in Fury, with the most plainly villainous antagonist, and then slowly become more and more intricate in their characterization. Okay, these are just people who love their music as much as you do, and are just using it to different ends. Inu and her mother, I suppose? Or no, just her.
Thank you, Bunk Bed Junction!
Aww. Time to restore Sayu and her programmers. So I'm guessing at the end there's either going to be a massive, like, wave survival thing, which would be a little lame, but I mean, I could also see working here. Or Cliff or someone is going to fight us in, like, a giant mech or something. This one's shorter, so yeah, I was about to say, I imagine we're just supposed to bring down the walls. Or not. He's dropping a ridiculous amount of drones on us now, so I assume we are intended to destroy the generator. Christ, none of them deal hardly any damage, though. So maybe this is intended to just be like a simple little victory lap. Let's do it! Hopefully, at the very least, the NSR folks will learn something from this.
Go, Bunkbed Junction! You can do this!
Alright. Time to put the shithead back in control. These rocks are dealing, like, next to no damage to us, so yeah, I think we'll be fine. And notice we're slowly moving the meter towards a symmetry, a midpoint between rock and EDM. I like that. I like that a lot. This game is artistic as all get out, without being pretentious. Again, I love it. Alright. Let's clear out the drones and bring back easily the worst person amongst the label's artists. Aside from maybe Fyra herself, who I still think is not exactly, even after whatever development she undergoes, probably going to be portrayed as a, you know, conventionally good person. Alright, here you go. Now we've got to head back to the stage we started on.
You Plutonians are not so bad after all. Now go. Power the Grand Quasar.
Even he's a little bit nicer to us. All it took for these artists to respect us was kicking their asses, apparently. Oh, we've gone past the tipping point. We are now in peak EDM, which is, again, fine by me. I love the stylized fire effects, too. They look like something out of a Van Gogh painting. Love it. For a final stage, this is not bad at all.
I don't want to do this, fellas, but you forced my hand.
Damn it, we don't have time to deal with Cliff.
We're going to have to use the power of rock to destroy him, too? Because, I mean, I'm game. Notice all the fans are still ostensibly supporting us, though.
You kids look like you could use a hand.
Here we go. I was
You
looking forward to
get on
this.
The Grand Quasar.
Go, 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 go!
Well, what? Oh, this thing is the Grand Quasar? Alright. Oh, look, it's us and all of the district leaders. This is incredibly epic, actually. Are we going to get to, like, all perform together? I love how each of them have their own distinct structure that you can make out above the skyline, too, the concert halls.
This is it!
There's only
Okay, so
one
they're
way
hitting
to
the final
end this.
boss, but this is still pretty righteous. Sorry, we're turning the entire city into some kind of railgun? No! Oh god. Of course. Throw up the horns to save the city. I love it. Oh lord, that's amazing. Now the entire city's going to suffer from sporadic blackouts because that thing was apparently an essential component of the NSR power relay. But hey, at least we got a really cool finale out of all this. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. NSR, man, what a treat.
Look at that, May. The city's cheering for us again. Isn't that great? May?
Oh no, your guitar! Did it break in the last battle?
We don't deserve any hero's welcome. Not after all the things we've done.
You guys did it! You two saved the NSR tower! How do you guys... Wait, aren't you enemies with NSR? What gives?
We've changed. Catch you guys later.
Hey, hold on now. This opens up to so many questions. Are you guys retiring? Are you buddies with NSR
It's a strange
now? Who was piloting that
model
helicopter?
for the reporter.
I'll
A
get
little
back to
bit
you on that. Thanks
more like, or a little bit
think
less
I'm just
stylized than a
going to
lot of
take
what we've
off like
seen.
that?
Oh, hi Tatiana. Dig the new look.
You could have taken the city for yourself, but instead you chose to save my enterprise. You have my deepest gratitude.
Oh, it was nothing. Couldn't have done it without your help. Anyway, we'd better make a move first.
Mayday. Everyone is here to celebrate you and Zook. Don't you think it's a little rude for you to simply leave? I've done these things a million times. Give the people a few words of encouragement.
Oh god, the generic NPC designs. They
Sorry,
look
guys.
cool collectively, but
I've
man,
made
they
a
look
mistake.
weird.
I may not like EDM, and that's okay.
I'm glad you brought that up. I too am not free from my own wrongdoings, and I take full responsibility for my actions. Having said that, I intend to fix this misstep right here, right now. I have discussed with my artists, and we have agreed. Vinyl City deserves better than this. No organization should be given absolute
Oh, we
power.
actually do get a very
Hence,
happy ending after
we
all.
are going to rebuild NSR from the ground up. A new system where all artists are welcome to perform in our city. We shall celebrate equality for everyone. Equality and fairness for all. And as a first step, I am pleased to personally offer you two a position in the new NSR party. It would mean a great deal to us if you could join our cause. What say you?
Well, we can't.
You can't?
We're not ready yet. Not now. I wanted fame so much that I lost sight of why I played music in the first place.
Mm-hmm. You're going to remain indie then.
I don't know, but thanks so much for the offer. I'm honored, really. Despite what I did to you guys, you all are being really nice. You all are really nice, but I need to lay low for a while. This is a lot for me to process. I'm sorry.
Hey, Mayday! Catch!
Huh?
Take good care of her, understand?
I can't accept this.
My love for rock may have returned, but my performing days are behind me. Someone else needs to take that mantle.
No, Tatiana. I can't. I don't deserve...
Mayday, you are a performer. Where I have failed, I want you to go beyond. Carry on the journey for me. Long live rock.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This is very sweet.
May, you okay? May?
It's a funny world we live in. You often get caught up in your own beliefs that sometimes you need to take a step back and see that the stage doesn't just belong to you. We're all in this together, and the sooner we acknowledge that, the quicker we can work.
It's an oddly inspirational game. I was not expecting that.
Everyone plays
at the
music
front
for
end.
different
Hey,
reasons.
Eclipse, welcome to the end
Some
of the
do it
game.
for self-importance. Some do it to bond with their loved ones, and some do it to understand their purpose in life. The important thing to know is this: there are no wrong answers. If we give everyone the opportunity to play their own music,
Hey, it's
we
the
can
guy
build a
who
world where
wanted to
creativity
join the non-existent
has no
Air Force.
boundaries. Well,
I know it's
I'm
clearly
happy to
against
say
the
that
message of the game, but I bet his music
steadily
sucks.
headed towards that direction. Never have I seen our lights shine so brightly. And it is all thanks to not just NSR alone, but to the performers, the fans, and everyone who resides in this magnificent city.
There's quite a lot of content at the end.
And to Mayday and Zook, I thank you too. You showed me that being an artist is a
Looks
wonderful
like they're trying out
privilege.
properly this time.
You troublemakers. Wherever you guys are, I hope you keep doing what you do best.
Are you ready?
Well, right on. It's a hell of a game, isn't it? We done? Yep. Okay. Goodness gracious. What to even say about this game? It is probably my favorite thing I've played on stream so far. It's not a perfect game, and in fact, the moment-to-moment gameplay isn't really exceptional in a lot of ways. It's perfectly, like, standard. Yeah, MC says touch the feels a little. Inu's, ending cutscene almost made me tear up. Eve's stage was very, very sweet. I do feel like the lack of an actual final boss, especially after the game had so many really, really phenomenal bosses, was a little bit of a misstep, but it's a minor one. I'm extremely happy I was able to play this, and share it with all of you. I think that the game's strongest suit remained consistent throughout, and that was its audio-visual design. Both the environments, the characters, whose style was apparently inspired by Steven Universe, which I could totally see, and the soundtrack, the marvelous soundtrack put together by a group largely, I think, called Future Funk, who've also provided, 1010 Studio worked in art, imagine that. Who worked on various video game soundtracks, including the material for Sonic Fan Game and the Spark the Electric Jester duology for PC. And I bought the latter two titles just entirely off of their performance in this game alone. But the boss battles themselves were also really well designed, I feel like. The moment-to-moment gameplay against, like, enemies where, depending on the camera was, you couldn't see their attacks, or you didn't even know an enemy was there, that probably could use a little fine-tuning. But the fact... Yeah, MC says the story, primary and secondary. Yeah, there were a lot of surprisingly deep, touching, really poignant character vignettes here. Particularly Zook's encounters with DK West, his older brother, and, I want to say Mayday's relationship with Tatiana. Wait, no, sorry. There was a third one. They all hit near the end of the game. Both characters' interactions with Eve were also fantastic. There was somebody specifically on lore. This is what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah, this is my kind of game. I think almost universally what we would consider design or aesthetics in the game, the story, the visuals, the sound, all of that, the designs of characters and enemies, all fantastic. And the boss battles, again, are the game's pinnacle from a mechanical standpoint, because, and this is just me, I like my bosses to be complex. I like them to have multiple phases distinguished not just by different moves, but totally different forms and settings and all of that. Think like a Platinum Games boss fight, where like in Bayonetta or Wonderful 101, there are entire like 15-minute stages dedicated to singular bosses that go through 5 or 6 stages. Most of these bosses did that. And you for rocking our world. Yes, we love EDM too. Damn straight. Really quickly to the team behind this game, I think Metronomic Games. Thank you very much for playing No Straight Roads. We hope you enjoyed the rock versus EDM experience. Thank you! Thank you for giving this to us. Guys, seriously. I think I'm united of a single mind with my chat when I say this game has impressed me artistically, mechanically, emotionally, in a way that a lot of titles recently haven't. I haven't enjoyed sitting down and playing a game like this so much since I played A Hat in Time last year. I don't use a face cam, at least not with the setup I've got currently, so you couldn't see, but I was grinning ear to ear almost through the entire experience. It's so cute. Always throwing something new at you. And unlike a lot of, say, the Souls-likes we play that try to emulate that formula, it respected every second of the player's time. Stages weren't made 20, 30, 40 minutes long if they didn't have many enemy types for you in that stage. If they didn't have a lot of concepts for traversal. They emphasized the boss battles, they emphasized those grand set-piece fights, and they made them quite long, intricate affairs, each containing like totally distinct phases, and that made the stages feel memorable, feel fun, and feel like they didn't outstay their welcome. Eclipse says, finding a game you can really just sit down and enjoy is amazing. Amen. And MC says they also did an amazing job at representing what music means to artists. Yeah, all the different things it can mean, too. Now, since the game was based entirely around boss battles, I think, really quickly, and I may post this in the Discord, I might want to do a little boss ranking for all of you, right quick. Okay, so starting from the bottom, I hate to say this, because it was still a great fight, it's just the least among really good fights. Tatiana's is probably the plainest affair we have, because until the fight is won, she isn't tied strongly to any particular type of music. So, like, the score, the setting was fantastic, her moveset was a little plain, and the score was, kind of the most unremarkable we've seen. So I would rank her at the very bottom. Then probably the next best boss in my mind is, oh geez, I want to say... And again, it's a case of a boss I love, but just there's such stiff competition here. Probably DK West, because even though his story is amazing, and I really like the, totally unique gameplay used in his fights, along with the Malaysian, shadow art. It looks absolutely amazing. It is more or less the same fight 3 times in a row. There's some great integration of gameplay and story at the end of his battle, with him becoming less and less of a threat as you calm him down, and even healing his brother when they finally make amends at the end of the fight. I think that's great. But it is, again, the same exact thing 3 times in a row. So, was it good? Yeah, it was great. But we also have to contend with fights like Inu's, where there's 6 or 7 totally distinct stages that all play differently. And, well, what are you gonna do there? Next up from there would probably be 10-10. And I know I hate it that, like, a lot of the late game bosses seem to be slightly weaker, but again, it's just because they have some really tough competition. I like the fact that they call all their attacks. I like the fact that, for the most part, they aren't your actual enemies. And that when Neon J is introduced, both of his phases ask you to use ranged attacks in slightly different ways. And also that he had such a variety of moves in the latter phase. Pretty good stuff. Next would be DJ Subatomic Supernova. Excellent encounter to start the game with. Very, like, cinematic with the visuals. Actually fighting someone able to distort reality and turn the entire universe into a turntable. I love that. His fight had, or his backing track had the most obvious backbeat to help players learn how to work with the game's rhythm action mechanics. So attacks are pretty obviously called and performed on that really strong downbeat. And for the most part, the game does a great job of teaching you just about everything but melee combat. Because all you got to do, is, insofar as melee is concerned in his fight, is beat down the planetoids to gain ammo. But I really appreciate that at the end, when he actually goes supernova and collapses in on himself, or prepares to go supernova, they walk you through a little parrying tutorial with very clearly delineated beats preceding each purple planetoid flying at you. MC says, I thought Tatiana was better than the boys band. A lot of it for me has to do with the way it played and the fact that, unlike everything else, or I should say this, she felt the most like she could have been in a different game. Like, if that makes sense. It all worked just fine. It wasn't anything, like, totally unique or spectacular, but it could have been anywhere else. That could have been a Kingdom Hearts fight that, put a little polish on it, it could be a Souls-like fight. Above DJ Subatomic Supernova, I would probably put... Oh, this is where it gets really hard for me. Probably Sayu? Even though I really like her fight from a mechanical perspective, like there's 4 different admins or 4 different designers all logging in and running code that grant her new abilities, and you have to travel to islands populated with enemies and hazards fueled by her different abilities to disengage each one and therefore make the fight easier. So, like, you're not really attacking the boss at any point, you're kind of hacking her apart. Even though I really, really like that, the fact that we never directly fight her or even attack the source code until the very last phase felt like maybe a bit of a missed opportunity. I do appreciate the fight, though. If the environment weren't quite as, like, one note as it was, if there was more variance in the digital landscape, it probably would have eclipsed my second best fight, but I think it was really good. It gets very hectic, but it never feels completely overwhelming or unfair. All of her different forms look very cool. I like how at the end she just transforms into a reverse mermaid because they, like, get something wrong with the code. It's adorable. MC says because even though it was more generic, it fit her theme perfectly. Music grinding the gears and all, just broken and not really wanting to fight. Right, and a mechanical boss battle. Yeah, sure, definitely. And I can see exactly where you'd get that perspective. So much of it, for me, is like, I love robots, I love 90s and early 2000s, like, cheesy bubblegum pop music. The boy band being led by the auto-tuned military officer just kind of hit a certain sweet spot in my, like, aesthetic preferences. Second best fight is probably Eve's, and I was not expecting that going in. It helps that she has the coolest looking district and lead up to the boss battle out of the entire roster. But her music, in addition to sounding fairly nice, doesn't give away very many clear telegraphs for her attacks, which I think is kind of interesting. and the integration of the art that you see throughout her district and her stage into her boss battle with the giant hands and eyes and all of that, like these persistent motifs throughout the chapter, I really enjoy. As well as her surprisingly, like, compassionately written backstory with Zook and her interactions with the protagonists. I also love the fact that the entire fight is about her trying to separate the two of them and them fighting back to each other, and kind of showing her that going it alone probably isn't the best way to advance in life. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. The third stage gets really hectic after the first two are kind of minimalist affairs, but I think it all works. Out of all the fights on the list, I think I have the hardest time justifying with a single codifiable reason why Eve's deserves to be quite as high as it is, but something about the feel and presentation of the whole fight really struck me. And fairly unsurprisingly, my favorite battle in the entire game was Inu, or more specifically, Inu's domineering mother. We haven't gotten all of the backstory from photographs and, like, the other secondary collectibles, but I imagine the story goes Inu was taught to play by her father, who's probably passed away since he wasn't present in the boss battle, and so the mother wants her to play not only as a point of pride and for, like, acclaim, but, like, to carry some of that on. So you're ostensibly fighting a little girl who just really, really loves to play music that her parents taught her, and has fun performing the same way you do. But all of her moves deal very little damage and are intended largely to keep you away from her, while her mother is extremely aggressive and violent, deals incredible amounts of damage, and is depicted as a giant, increasingly irate demon, until we finally bring her down, and Inu, the only time she gets really aggressive in the entire fight is at the very end, where she throws both the protagonist and her mother off of her little stage. And she's able to remind her mom of what matters, that her kid loves playing music. And that's more important than wealth or prestige or any of those things, so it doesn't matter that they lost. I think it's also telling that she was easily the kindest to us all, or out of all of them, when we rescued her district. It was touching, it was poignant, it felt like something that could have been out of Psychonauts. It was an intensely emotional, well-written battle with extremely phenomenal music that didn't need to be terribly overstated with its meaning. It's just implicit. But it's evident. And that's how good imagery, that's how good symbolism, that's how good messaging works in my mind. And MC says, I also noticed the mother forming a bird cage near the end. Didn't think about it the first time. Right. All I could see was Detlof's final form from Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which tells you where my mind is. But what a special game. What a beautiful game. I hope this team goes on to create similar projects in the future. Not just because this was so lovely, because I love the idea of musical aesthetics, different genres and things like that, being converted into landscapes, being converted into characters, being converted into, like, this multi-sensory stimulus for a fantasy world. And I would love to see a straight-up sequel, maybe dealing with other genres, or a similar project based around bosses with musical theming in the future. This was amazing. I love it. Let's see if we get anything else. Your data's being saved. Yeah, loading the save data will now place you in Vinyl City immediately before the battle with Tatiana. As a reward for completing the game, you now have access to more game modes. Travel out to the boss venues again and find Joey just outside the stage entrance. Talking to him will allow you to challenge the NSR artist in a new light. Your skills and mods are also intact, so feel free to replay the boss fights with different modes and tracks. The game might have ended, but you can make the music in Vinyl City live forever. So I am going to load really quickly to see what new mode we get. If it's just a new difficulty, then who cares? But if it's something special, like a different version of the track, we may have to play DJ Subatomic one more time. Whew, what an experience. I also like that there's a co-op mode. I'm sure it's a great deal of fun. So MC, since you've been with us through the whole ride, how would you rank the bosses? You would probably put 10-10 at the bottom, then Tatiana, I assume, but what about from there? Home, sewer, home, amen. Parry mode. Okay. That sounds frightening. Maybe we have to use the beat and can only parry them? Okay. That's frightening. Do we get anything else, though?
Another day, another chance to go at NSR.
Yeah, let's just see what we've got. Yeah, sure. I'm not about to do parry mode right now. Maybe after I practice a bit off screen. Man, guys, after this I get to take you through another kind of avant-garde series with No More Heroes, which is kind of the polar opposite in this game in that a lot of it's kind of grungy and dirty and very, very, like, vulgar. But it also has some very intricately designed, symbolism-laden boss battles that are a lot of fun. And I've never actually beaten the second game, not due to difficulty, I just kind of forgot about it. But we can have a lot of fun with that, I promise you. Oh, it would be great if, Mayday got to use Cool Fiver's guitar. But it is what it is. Oh, look. Tatiana's been taken off the marquee. I love that we can just see through the entire city now. Alright, DJ, what you got? MC says 10-10 at the bottom because they're cool, but their combat feels underutilized, leaving some disappointment. Yeah, I think if you had put them as maybe the third boss and moved Inu to fourth, it would have felt a lot more natural. It would have felt a lot better. I am slightly disappointed that we never got a proper DK West fight, though, like using the conventional mechanics. Anything?
What did I say?
Oh no, okay, I think we just unlocked parry mode. Is that right? Yeah, crazy parry and then something special. I might try those runs off screen and let you guys know what we get. Oh, hello, what's this? Never even noticed this the first time through. Ah, radio. MC says Tatiana because, as you said, it lacks something, not necessarily the fight itself. But the overall scene lacks combat resolution, if that makes sense. Yeah, unlike the other, the other bosses, she didn't really transform in any substantial way. She eventually regained her original appearance, but it was still largely the same fight, just slightly expanded, or with a slightly expanded moveset each phase. In other words, she used the type of phase progression that I generally find underwhelming, whereas the others, this guy for instance, transformed entirely with every new phase, making it really feel like things built to a crescendo. MC says DK West, because it gets old, could have used better gameplay to connect the story. If you had to do something different with the shadows every time, I think that would have been great. Like, the first fight was perfect, and the third one wasn't far off either, but, like, if there was something more... If you wanted to keep going with the symbolism, maybe he could, like, encase himself in, like, a suit of shadowy armor in the shape of, or possessed by the essence of the Bull Totem, and you have to, like, break him out of it with, light-based attacks or something like that. MC says next would be Sayu because the combat's running towards her, then running back, then fighting. Yeah, I can see that. And like Crash, running toward the camera is not this game's strong suit. I'm gonna see if there's anything new down by NSR Tower, just in case. MC says nice fight, a good presentation, but the gameplay of it was a little rinse and repeat. They did change things up every round by introducing a new member of the team, but you're right, it was the same formula, time and again. Oh god, Eve's district is so gorgeous. It's a beautiful city they created, too. I assume there's nothing here but the music elitist offering us a tougher version. Yeah, alright. Oh, we've got a final showdown mix here? Or is that, I bet you that's for the cliff fight. MC says, then the DJ, because he's cool but could be a little confusing. Did make the combat scale up, and the ending was very appropriate. Then Eve and Inu, same reason as you. Yeah, it seems like we largely agree, because these are just very well designed. I like them quite a lot. Psychonauts is the game I would liken this the most to in terms of style, but this game's bosses are much better than Psychonauts. Which isn't to say that Psychonauts has bad bosses, it doesn't. They're just, kind of what you'd expect from a PS2-era platformer, with a little bit more puzzle integration, but this is amazing. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave you and the city of Vinyl City for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and fingers crossed we'll be live tomorrow with the beginning of the first No More Heroes, now ported to Switch, with one critical difference that's going to make Brady very, very unhappy for just a couple minutes, but still hopefully every bit as much fun as it was when I played it a few years ago. MC says Res would make you so happy about the bosses. Oh man, I'm sure. Alright, we're going to leave it there. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye!